Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to the first 3 hour SmackDown Watch Along. I'm Denise Salcedo. It is January 3rd, and today's going to be kind of a fun night, guys. It's Friday night. I'm curious to see who's here, who's vibing, and ready to watch the first SmackDown of 2025, as well as the first SmackDown that is 3 hours. So hopefully today's watch along flies by fast. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that it doesn't drag or anything like that. So I'll be here. If anybody needs energy, I will be giving the energy, and hopefully everybody here in the chat will be returning the energy too. We'll be playing games throughout the commercial breaks and whatnot. And in 3 minutes when SmackDown starts, I will also be sharing the audio so you guys can hear the audio and you'll be able to hang out, we'll react and watch the show. Only a couple of items have really been promoted for today's show. Let me see what's been promoted for today, because earlier I checked and there wasn't like much promoted. So I guess hopefully it's a good thing. So far the only things that have been promoted is Nia Jax defending the WWE Women's Championship against Naomi, Andrade versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a non-title match. So that's it, guys. That's all that's been promoted right now. And it's a 3-hour show. We only got 2 matches that have been promoted, which I'm going to take it hopefully as a good sign. And the reason I'm going to take it as a good sign is that we're going to be in for a lot of surprises. So because of that, I'm going like, all right, you know what? It may not be so bad. So this is going to be fun though, because again, we're not used to a 3-hour SmackDown. But let's see who's here. Go ahead and let me know. Thank you, Joseph Boza. He says Nick Aldis announced the main event, the Bloodline versus the Uso in the 6-man tag team match. Thank you. Actually, you're right. I did see that, but for whatever reason, it wasn't popping up on the WWE.com preview page. Whatever, but I did see that. Yeah. So, okay, 3 matches that we know of so far that were announced. We also got Paul Henley in the stream. What's up, Paul? We got Daniel Mulinix is here. We got Wayne. We got Ryan Powell. We got Miktaru. Thank you so much for Sean Davis for also letting me know that match was announced on X. Let's see what else we got here. We also got Angel, who's here as well. We got Matt right here, Shamir Morton, Ebony Prince, Melissa Cabello, Zay Cruz, Daryl McCluskey. I'm curious, how many of you guys are planning on watching all 3 hours of SmackDown? Or are you guys planning on just watching the first hour, the third hour? What is everyone's plan for today? Because again, this will be kind of interesting to see, given on a Friday night, how many people are actually going to be partaking and watching and devoting 3 hours to SmackDown. So yeah, let me know how many hours you guys are planning on watching. I will be here for all 3. I will be here for all 3. And yeah, let me just I'm getting everything ready on the back end here too. It's gonna be a long night. All right. Let's see who else we got here. All right, we got Matt right. Okay, we got Wayne who's watching all 3 hours. Let's see, Matt Rakeel, all 3 hours, Clacy Clark, all 3 hours, Jay Moscow, all 3 hours, Paul, Christopher, Ebony, Miktaru, Tremaine Young, Mark's gonna try, and Raphael, and so is Gary. Also looking forward to watching the whole show. Blake Jessup, Raphael Smith. So it seems like, honestly, everybody is going to be here. Bailey Darley's like, I'm here until you finish the stream. Bailey Darley, you are a trooper, man. Andrew Tam, Marcus LeBlanc will be the 3-hour, says 3-hour king. Let's go. Chris Martin, Joseph Boza, Mike Kowinski. Joseph Boza says it's on and off for him. Wow, this will be fun, guys. It's kind of wild to see how many people are tuning in. Also, I just realized I was not on the right channel. Holy shit. Hold on. Sorry. I blanked and I was like, what channel is it on? USA. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I wasn't ready. 1 second. Where is SmackDown? Oh, there you go. I was about to say, where the hell is the show at? All right, there it is. There's together. If you guys can, go ahead and let me know in the comments. You should be able to hear the audio and me at a nice balanced level. Oh, they're in Phoenix, Arizona? I didn't even realize they were in Phoenix. All right, let's see. I think we're good. All right. Okay, good. People are saying the audio is good. Thank you so much, Brister. We got Clacy Clark. Thank you, Joseph Boza. Thank you so much for the kind comment, Taylor. I appreciate that. It's kind of cold out here right now, so I'm wearing a long sleeve and a jacket.
Of being a champion.
All right, let's see what Nick Aldis. Oh, they're kind of running a little bit of a recap of what went down last week.
He was defeated by Cody Rhodes. Nonetheless, Kevin is in possession of the vaunted Winged Eagle Championship.
Is the audio too loud? I have a couple of people saying that the audio is too loud for SmackDown. Let me know if it's too loud, guys.
Kevin, you have
it like a tad bit louder than I usually do.
Eagle Championship belt.
All right, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. She says it sounds perfect. All right, cool. We'll roll with this until multiple people say it's too loud. All right, but it sounds like it's all right.
It's the only way I can make sure.
Angel says, why is it not on the TV in the UK? I do not know how it works over there, guys. Whatever your normal way of watching SmackDown is, it should still be the exact same. At least I think so. If not, no, actually, I think some of you guys would be able to watch on Netflix, right? If you're outside the United States, I believe you can watch Netflix, SmackDown on Netflix. I think. I'm sorry, guys. I literally only look at what I'm supposed to do and then just go from there. So I'm not really too sure what everyone's supposed to, where people are supposed to be watching. Andrew Tam says UK is Sky Sports. Yeah, you guys gotta figure out where you guys gotta watch from.
It's not your responsibility, Nick.
Oh, thank you so much, Dawn. She says, BTW, Denise, I love the pic you posted of you and your mom on your IG story. Adorable. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just shared that today because it came up on my Facebook memories. So I'm like, I'll share it. This is cute. Melissa Cabello says, thank you so much, by the way, Cat Sleep, for hopping in. Melissa Cabello says, Denise, will you continue to live stream Raw? So next Monday, guys, for the Raw premiere, I will not be here doing the watch-alongs because I will be at the show. And then the following week, I'm going to do the Raw watch along, and I think I should be okay to move forward and keep doing the Raw watch along. But I will let you guys know, because if like I get, I don't know, in trouble or something with Netflix, I don't know what their rules are. I don't know. And we'll see from there whether or not I can continue doing the Raw watch alongs. But I think I should be okay. And I'll try to do SmackDown watch alongs whenever I can. To be honest, today is really a test. If I enjoy, doing the SmackDown watch-alongs for 3 hours and, people come in and we hang out and it's a good time, then we'll keep it going. But if not, then I'll probably, do it sporadically. So again, it really just depends, because either way, I gotta watch SmackDown and I gotta watch SmackDown live regardless. So like either way, I'm gonna be here. So we'll see. We'll see what the plan ends up being. Oh, we're kicking off SmackDown 2025 with Cody Rhodes. That's fun. I like that. The first WWE show of 2025 kicking off with Cody Rhodes. I look at that as like symbolism. It may or may not mean anything, but I like to look at that type of stuff and take it as symbolism. And oh, hey, I want to thank so much to Mictaro, who sent in a super chat, our first super chat of the night. Whoop, whoop. Mictaro says, happy Friday. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and it's been chilly cold here. It has been chilly cold here too. Probably not as cold as it is in other places. But right now in California, where I live, it's 61 degrees, which, to be honest, it's not like that horrible, but it's definitely a lot colder than what we're used to right now. And I have my humidifier on too, because my skin is getting so dry in this weather. So I have my humidifier to like kind of moisten up the air a little bit so that, I don't start peeling from the dryness. McTaru, thank you so much for the super chat. We got Bailey Darley here who says that, they're predicting Randy Orton for Netflix Raw. Not a bad prediction, actually. I think that's a really good prediction. Like I said in my Netflix predictions video that is up right now, by the way, you guys can check it out anytime you want. I'm like, bring everybody who's gone, like throw them into this premiere and, you know, let it be what it is, right? Like put everything that you can possibly put onto the show, put it. So that was kind of like my, that was really just like the theme of my predictions video. So yeah, Randy Orton, throw him in there too. Thank you, Bailey. W. Steen says, I'm expecting Penta to debut. I am too. I think he 100% should be debuting at the premiere in Los Angeles because, guys, it's Los Angeles. And people in LA are going to love to see Penta. Going to love it. What's up to Darkwing19, who's also here? Yeah, Jay Mosca points out that Alicia Taylor's on Raw. They swapped the ring announcers. So Lillian, I believe, is doing SmackDown now, and Alicia Taylor should be doing Raw. All right, but I'm going to shut up while Cody talks. Let's see what he's got to say for the start of the year. It's 2025. So what do you want to talk about, Phoenix, Arizona?
Phoenix! Normally I'd ask you, what do you want to talk about? But I think we all want to talk about the same thing.
Oh, he already knows. What thing?
Timing is a funny thing in life, just as it is in this industry. We're on the cusp. WWE is on the cusp of changing everything, not just about WWE, not just about sports entertainment, but about pro wrestling itself. It starts tonight, SmackDown, going 3 hours here in Phoenix.
I just got some great news, guys. My sister just got her driver's license.
Monday Night Raw, going to Netflix.
Woo! Sorry, she just texted me.
My excitement, it's tempered, ever so slightly tempered, because as much as I'd like to be involved, I can only be involved so much because technically I am not cleared to wrestle.
What? Oh yeah, that's right, because he took the pile driver from KO.
And I am not cleared to wrestle because of Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Nick
I'm going to take a picture of this. Everybody's congratulating my sister.
The Royal Rumble is essentially only a month away. And at the Royal Rumble, we will hang this championship above us. Kevin Owens and I will compete in a ladder match.
I'm looking forward to that a whole lot. Oh, Drew. Hey, I wasn't expecting Drew McIntyre to confront Cody Rhodes right now. Okay.
How's this for a surprise to kick off the return to 3-hour SmackDown? The Scottish Warrior is here. I would say it was a surprise. However, with the transfer window in effect, we can only assume that Drew McIntyre is here to talk about maybe coming to Friday Night SmackDown at some point.
Drew McIntyre's making sure that like literally everyone notices him. He's putting pretty much like the entire roster on notice, I feel, at this point.
Drew McIntyre over the past number of weeks has made it very clear that he is out to get revenge on anyone who has sided with Roman Reigns.
That's true. Yep, Cody Rhodes also sided with Roman Reigns. Let's not forget.
Then Kevin Owens.
Damn, if you're a Roman Reigns fan, Drew McIntyre is about to show up to your house, guys. Drew McIntyre really is coming after everybody that has sided with Roman.
Sees the truth, much like Kevin Owens. But both Owens and McIntyre can agree that Cody committed an unforgivable sin by assisting Roman Reigns back in Bad Blood.
And this should be interesting because of a long history between
Let's
Drew
see what happens
McIntyre
here.
and Cody Rhodes.
This is exciting.
That dates back a couple of decades.
Both men have had very similar careers, having to leave WWE.
Jay Grouse says Drew versus Paul Heyman at WrestleMania confirmed. That's funny.
Right now,
Blue Chew says Cody's always dressing like he's about to drop a new food review. Cody's always dressed like he's going to go to the biggest business meeting of his life. Like he's going to go ask some like corporation to give him a $10 million loan for this big project that he's funding. That is what Cody Rhodes is always dressed like. Wait, what? Drew just hugged Cody? Huh? I'm so confused. Cody looks a little confused too. He's giving him the what the F eyes. Like, what the F is this? There's got to be more. What is he really out there for? I doubt he's out there just to give Cody a hug. Or maybe he's giving him like a pity hug. Like, I pity you for having to team up with Roman Reigns.
I'm not here to hurt you, Cody. I'm here to help you.
See, I'm getting that vibe, the I pity you vibe.
You're not in my list. We go way back. This is no one else is going to look you in the eye and tell you this. You're about to screw up your entire life's work.
Oh, what does he mean by that?
Everything you've done, all the dues you have paid to finally make it to the top of WWE, be the centerpiece you talked about as moving into the future. This is the greatest generation in the history of the company, not the 80s, the new generation. The attitude era, right now is the best wrestler.
Some people are going to take offense to that.
In ring, and if you look
That's
at the numbers, the best of all time by far, and you're the freaking quarterback of it all. But you're about to screw it all up. Nick Aldis is breathing down your neck. He won't clear you. I know what that feels like when you want to fight and management start holding you back.
That's exactly what happened to Drew this past year.
A replica title, like he's one of these idiots in the crowd pretending he's a world champion.
Oh, what a burn. Drew just burned the whole crowd that wears championship belts.
And your neck is hanging by a thread. So I wanted to come out here and tell you the SmackDown portal, the SmackDown gimmick, whatever the hell it's called, I don't care. I can see you need a friend. You need somebody to watch your back, and maybe I need a
Drew.
I don't know. I think Cody Rhodes should take him up on his request. I mean, on his offer.
You're here, the transfer window, and here you are. You're saying that you want to help me. You don't want to hurt me, right? That's what you're saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I always tell the truth.
Always tell the truth. Okay. WWE's resident truth teller. Well, I'd love to tell the truth back to you. I'd love to say that years ago, I watched you from afar. I watched you carry WWE through its darkest time. I'd love to say that you and I are kindred spirits. The fact that we had to leave here, scrape ourselves up off the mat, and make something of ourselves, come back and finish our story. I'd love to say that over the last 2-3 years, you have become not just a beast on that microphone, but in this ring. I'd love to say all of that, Drew, but I don't believe you.
Good. I'm like, good. He probably shouldn't.
I don't believe you. And I can just feel this tension. I can feel this situation. It's certainly going to devolve. So let's go ahead and cut right to it. You want to throw hands right here, right now. You want a shot at this championship? We might as well do it. Everybody wants it. Drew, come and get it.
Even though we want to see Cody versus Drew, we just know it's not going to happen.
Cody, as similar as we are, you're going to see the truth one day. As soon as we're gone, they're going to forget us. It doesn't matter what they think. I'm telling you the truth. I am not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you. One more thing.
No, he's leaving.
You need to watch your back.
Oh, from who though? From who? Oh, from KO! Oh man! Oh man! So was Drew there on behalf of KO? Are they in cahoots? What?
On Cody Rhodes. Owens and now Rhodes trying to fight back. Remember, Rhodes
Why is Drew McIntyre getting involved? Wow.
To Kevin Owens out of survival here. Cody's back is against the wall. Kevin Owens is intent on taking the thing that Cody values most, the undisputed WWE.
I really love that though, because I wasn't expecting KO like right at that exact moment. I thought they would have KO like pop up like at some other time. I also love that we're kicking off the new year with a brawl. Even if we've seen Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes do a brawl now multiple times, I still like to see it. Yeah, Melissa Cabello says Drew and Kevin are BFFs now. For reals. True, Melissa Cabello also says Drew did warn him. That's very nice. Very nice of him to do. Karen Sullivan says, this is fantastic. And Cody Santella predicts a strap match. Big G says, I wouldn't mind seeing Drew take the title off of Cody. I think Drew has won over so many people that if Drew did take the title off of Cody, I don't think people would mind it. But again, I think they have other plans for Cody Rhodes.
A ladder match to determine the undisputed WWE champion. You can call Kevin Owens illegitimate tonight, but come Royal Rumble, it is winner take all.
Good start to SmackDown, guys. We got an unexpected appearance from Drew McIntyre. We got an unexpected confrontation between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. And then we got a fiery back and forth promo with both of them, doing a pretty damn good job. And then we got a somewhat unexpected attack of Kevin Owens attacking Cody and being in this alliance with Drew McIntyre, at least for tonight. So not bad, not a bad start to the show.
First world title victory in nearly 8 years. But that woman stands in her way. The irresistible force, Nia Jax. Naomi for the WWE Women's Championship live tonight.
Big G says, does Bianca look different than normal? She's not wearing the braid. She's got her bangs down and her hair down. So that's what it is. We're not used to seeing Bianca like that. She's dressed, she was casual. She wasn't in her ring gear look. All right, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Andrade is going to be next up, and we are in our first commercial break, everyone. So I do want to go ahead and catch up really quickly on these super chats, and also today was honestly a really good day. So I just mentioned right now during the show that my sister just texted me that she just got her driver's license. So I am so freaking proud of her. I can't believe she's growing up so fast. But the crazy thing is too that my brother today also got his first job. And I'm just like, I can't even believe it. Like on the same day, they both got, one of them got their driver's license. One of them got their first job ever. It is so exciting, but also kind of sad because they're growing up, but I'm very, very happy for them. Steven Rosendis just became a brand new member of the DWO. Welcome, Steven. We got Sheldon Jackson in the building who says Denise working for damn near 4 hours, then getting up at 5 a.m. the next day, then a Wrestle Dynasty watch along. Good luck, Denise. You're going to need it. I know I'm trying to take it step by step, especially because I'm getting up tomorrow early in the morning to do the Busted Open show for 3 hours. Then I have the Wrestle Dynasty watch along. And then I'm doing Busted Open on Sunday too. So I'll be waking up bright and early on Sunday. So really I don't have, and then Sunday I got to catch up on videos that I have to do. So it's pretty much just like nonstop, guys. It's nonstop. It was so funny today because my grandma calls me, and she calls me, you know, all the time. She calls me like on random dates and times. And she always like, she doesn't want to bug me. So she'll ask me like, oh, hey, are you working right now? And I don't want to lie to her because I'm always working. And it's so funny because I'll tell her like, yes, I'm always working, grandma. I'm like, this does not stop. It's all day. But it's so funny because she like, I don't think she understands, because every time she asks me, she thinks that like I work like either in the morning or in the night. I don't think she understands that it's like the whole day. And I think she thinks I'm exaggerating. But every time she calls me, she's like, oh, are you working? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, are you going to be done by tonight? And I'm like, no. And so it's so funny. But yeah, I don't think my grandma believes me, guys. I really, really don't. I think she might think I'm just lying to her, but I'm not. But yeah, she's so funny because she's just so funny. Thank you so much, Sheldon. We got John Taylor in the building. Very generous super chat. Thank you so much, John. He says, won't be able to hang out for the watch along, but wanted to send support to the DWO and the hardest working person on YouTube. Denise is in the 3-hour SmackDown era. Have a great night, everyone. Well, so far, the first 22 minutes have been pretty damn good, but let's see how the rest of the show goes. Because I think that's kind of the thing that I've been nervous about is, does SmackDown really need that third hour? We're going to find out. And of course, we can't really base it off of just one episode, but also I feel like from now until WrestleMania, I feel like maybe it won't be so bad because, again, you're building to WrestleMania. Right now, we are, 25 days we're like 29 days away from the Royal Rumble. So you got all of that. So you got a lot coming up to where I feel like they could fill and entertain us very well for 3 hours on SmackDown on Fridays. But again, there's still a little bit of that like, ooh, what do they really need that third hour? And especially on a Friday, it's a lot harder, but we'll see. We'll be able to at least judge off of one episode by the end of the night. Thank you so much, John, and I hope you enjoy your Friday night. We got Bailey Darley in the building who says, I want when we get to Survivor Series to have Bloodline versus WWE, Drew, KO, Seth versus Roman, and then the Usos and Sammy. It's funny though, but I can't see Drew or Kevin Owens being like Team WWE, especially because they're so mad right now at all the authority figures. So I almost feel like they would not be representing WWE because they're so angry at everybody. But thank you so much, Bailey Darley, for the super chat. I still want to see that match though. So we're back on SmackDown. We got Steven C77 who says, Denise will either start to laugh or cry after 3 hours of SmackDown. You can do this, my friend. What is your bold prediction for tonight? Honestly, I don't know that I have a bold prediction. I know someone in the chat earlier mentioned, like, what if Tiffany Stratton cashes in tonight? I do think that would be a hell of a way to kick off the show. But I also feel like Tiffany Stratton shouldn't be cashing in on a SmackDown. I want to see her cash in on a PLE. So I'm a little torn by that. I think it would be a fun way to start the show, start the year, but I don't think it should necessarily happen on a SmackDown. But then again, it would be like really cool to see something like that happen on this SmackDown in particular. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm really expecting. Not really too much. I'm kind of just excited to see what unexpected surprises occur, because again, I don't really know that I have very many expectations for tonight, only because all my expectations are really for Monday. Like Monday is the show that everybody's really looking forward to. So what that means is that the bar isn't set too high, at least for me, not for today's show. So if they do surprise us with a couple of things, then we'll get more than, our expectations would have been exceeded. But I do think that they should at least have a lively show tonight because, again, it's the first 3 hour SmackDown and you want to give people, you don't want to have a bad SmackDown tonight, because if you do, people are going to be talking shit and being like, why the fuck we had to get this 3 hour SmackDown when the show stunk ass, So they gotta do a good show so that nobody is, complaining that much about a 3-hour show. So yeah, so I'm hoping for just a fun time tonight. We got Stephen Marchuli here who says, what do you think about, who do you think first wrestler who comes out on the Netflix era? So I have kind of a couple of predictions for this over on my predictions video, but there's multiple things that I think can go down. I think the first person we might honestly see is Triple H. I think Triple H is going to come out and do his whole, welcome to the Triple H era. So if you count Triple H, he might be the first one. And if not, then it's probably going to be the opening match, which I do think might be Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Unless one of the things that I predicted that could happen was instead of having CM Punk and Seth Rollins in the main event, if they were to start brawling before the show even started and they got into the match right away because of the brawl, that's another thing that I can see happening. But again, I'm not really too sure. Now, mind you, they have listed that CM Punk and Seth Rollins is the main event, but just in case plans change, that's a way that I think that they can go about it. So we'll see, but I'm going to go ahead and say my safe bet for who we're going to see first is Triple H. That's honestly what we're going to see first. Steven, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Alrighty. We got Herman here who predicts that The Undertaker will be there. I feel like you should, right? Because let's just say, for example, you have some people that maybe haven't watched WWE in a long time, right? They're not going to know who Andrade is or Shinsuke Nakamura. Some of them might not even know, people like LA Knights. They're not going to know them. But if they see The Undertaker, they're going to know The Undertaker, right? So people like that, they will definitely know. But again, who knows what happens? We'll just have to wait and see. Thank you so much, Herman. All right, let's get to this match here.
For his money in the early moments. I've got to agree with you. This
Andrade versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
At least we stateside have ever seen.
This is non-title, right? Didn't I just read that earlier? Did I say it was non-title? I'm pretty sure it's non-title, right? I swore I just saw that on the website. Yep, non-title action. Boo. I always hate that. I feel like it should be the title all the time. It's primarily for the United States Championship picture. The United States Championship picture, bro, please just go ahead and make it a title match just so that we could have a little bit more reason to care. We got Hassan Batla here, by the way. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, I like how everyone's mad about Roman, yet my dude's just chilling. Insert chill guy meme. Oh, Drew McIntyre and everybody on the show being mad at Roman. Roman is just I'm the hot chick. I'm the one that everybody wants to wrestle at WrestleMania. I'm the one that everybody has problems with. Roman Reigns is the Regina George of WWE, where maybe he was. He's not so much Regina George now because he's more of a babyface now. But when he was a heel, he was definitely the Regina George of WWE. Now he's kind of he's still sort of a mean girl, but he's not as mean as Regina George. So maybe he's like a Gretchen Wiener now. I don't know. So why is my brain going to Mean Girls? I don't know. Hassan Batla, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thank you so much. And yes, we haven't even pointed this out, by the way. Thank you to Mike C and everybody who's been bringing this up. Mike C, Randy Singh, D-Boy91. We do have a blue mat now, by the way. It sort of ties it all in together, right? Because obviously, we got the blue LEDs all the way at the top, the ones where the stands are at, and you can see the giant SmackDown signs. And then you have, of course, the blue insignia on the LED and the barricade around the ring. And then you have all of the blue lights and the stage and everything. But the blue mat sort of just connects all of the colors together. So it does feel a lot more blue. To be honest, I don't hate it. I thought it would have been super distracting. And look at me. It took me 30 minutes to actually bring it up. And I only brought it up right now because everybody was commenting on it. And I was like, oh yeah, I got to bring this up. Duh. If it would have been distracting, I would have brought it up within 10 seconds of watching the show, right? But because it's not distracting, and it actually is sort of soothing. I don't hate it. I don't hate the blue mat. Although it does kind of look a little bit like a it almost reminds me, it feels like it doesn't look like the same material. It looks like the material looks a little different. Even though it's the same material that the ring is, for whatever reason, it does look a little different material-wise, and I think it's just the color. It's just the color that's making it look a little bit different, but it's the same material, clearly. It has to be. We got Chris Robinson who says, every time you say Mean Girls, I want to say you don't even go here. I always want to say, you go, Glen Coco. It's one of my favorite lines of Mean Girls. You go, Glen Coco. That one, and when the girl starts crying and she's like, I just wish everybody could get along and I can bake a cake made out of stars and rainbows. It's so funny. Courtney Farr's like, the ring looks like a hospital bed. Oh, man, that's funny. Jason Dawson says it's the perfect shade, so it's not too distracting. Yeah, honestly, it's not too distracting. It's fine. It's going to take a second to get used to, of course, because every time we see color on the mat, it's usually because we're about to get like a talking segment, right? Like some of the talking segments, they'll put like a little rug to like decorate and stuff. So you keep feeling like we're supposed to be getting some sort of celebration or some sort of talking segment. Match isn't like the first thing that you think of when you see color on the mat.
Big forearm right on the jaw of Andrade.
Yep, I was about to bring this up too. Bonkers LFC says at least no prime on the ring. I guess that's done with, right? I'm not really sure how long that was supposed to last. They sent that press release out a long time ago, so I don't even remember. But I don't see the prime hydration station either. So I'm assuming that's already done for the year.
And now Nakamura going to head up the ropes. Shin measuring his man. Nakamura with that knee right to the face. Cover by Nakamura, hooks the leg on Andrade and a kick out at 2.
Yeah, I really wish this was for the title, guys. And if it's not, since it's non-title, I kind of want Andrade to get a win. I want Andrade to defeat Shinsuke Nakamura, especially since it's non-title. That maybe they could be like, oh yeah, he defeated him, so now he actually has to get a championship matchup because he defeated him. So let's hope for it.
Looking for a win on the champ. Hooks the leg. Nakamura kicks out at 2. Andrade fully aware of the situation that a win over Nakamura tonight could almost guarantee
Andrade's face. He's like,
championship opportunity in the near future.
That was his literal face right now.
Glances back at the
we got V-Pool here who says, I do like the darker blue ring canvas. All right. Good thing. No one is hating on the blue canvas. That's great.
That factors into each and every match.
Because that could have been a 4.
These two are with one another. Andrade went for the moonsault.
Oh, I love when Andrade does that double moonsault. Does it very flawlessly.
It doesn't get any closer than that without the bell ringing. Andrade came within a fraction of a second of knocking
yeah, Andrade needs to get the win or else I'm just going to be terribly irritated. It's non-title. Just screw it. Give Andrade a win. He's such a great wrestler, you know? I feel like Andrade should be champion, United States champion. He's right now at this phase, Andrade is a far better wrestler. So give Andrade some love.
Big elbow. There was a message. Go visit your dentist. By Nakamura.
Yep.
Andrade lands at his feet.
Oh, nice back elbow shot.
Cover on the champ for the win for Andrade.
2 counts. All right. This match has been really like fun. Crowd's into it too, so that's nice.
In a state of disbelief.
Hello, Chris Holsinger. He says, hey, Denise, just rolling in. How's your Friday going? It's going all right. It's been a pretty productive Friday.
Incredible velocity, even higher impact. But not enough to
Mark Friedman says he's loving this match. Hell yeah.
On the top rope by Andrade in the 3rd
Marcus is like, the Regina George goes, Roman Reigns is the reason I'm here. The references are immaculate. You're like, only she would think of that. Yeah. Thank you, Marcus.
Fans talking about this match all over the world on X. As Andrade now, Shinsuke blocks a couple of attempts at a superplex. Looks to create some space.
Oh, okay. It looks like he almost gave up. Like, Shinsuke Nakamura gave up on that superplex and then just decided to smash Andrade's face on the turnbuckle. It seemed like there was a decision change there. It doesn't seem like that was the plan the whole time.
And Andrade is a sitting duck.
Cody Santello says, nice man bun on Andrade. Remember when man buns were like really in like a couple of years ago because of what's his face, Jason Momoa? No, no.
Win for Nakamura.
Lame. Then it should have been for the title, guys. If Shinsuke Nakamura was gonna win, it should have just been for the title. Lame. Boo. Sorry, I'm gonna have to boo now. Oh, there's LA Knight. Is he gonna get his title back? He should.
Nakamura took the U.S. Championship from LA Knight is here. Be careful, LA.
Be careful, LA.
Knight with a big clothesline. And now hammer it away.
Like, a good thing that LA Knight's still getting that reaction, by the way.
The former champion is here, and LA Knight wants his gold back.
Yeah, give him the title back, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just far more. I'm just not that interested in what we're seeing right now with the United States Championship. Yeah. Everybody's yaying here.
Things go crazy. One way or another, I'm coming to collect on what's owed to me. Because what goes around comes around. And what's going around, it ain't the flu, it ain't the cold. It's me stomping your ass to dust every time you turn
Buddy,
around.
LA Knight.
Everybody's saying.
I'm pretty sure the flu is going around a lot more than LA Knight is. The flu and the cold are definitely going around more than LA Knight. Oh my gosh.
LA Knight's in a better frame of mind. It seems to me like LA is.
I felt like whoever wrote that line, that wasn't a good line, to be honest. Apollo Crews. He was getting involved with the tag team storyline last time. Oh my God. Great outfits. Pretty Deadly's always dressed very well.
Do be getting stitches. Oh, is that right? That's so funny. But everybody already knew the two of you guys were lying. Los Garza didn't attack the Street Profits, guys. Come on. That was DIY. Oh, no, I get it. You guys think you're slick, huh? Ahí están los mentirosos. Let's see how that works out. Good luck with that. Pretty deadly. Or should I say, pretty little liars.
Pretty Little Liars.
If you're gonna lie and talk about my familia,
That was my
at
show.
least do it to their face. Aquí están.
That was my show back in the day.
Santos, you know us. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You know what's ridiculous? To think that all your lies won't come back and beat the crap out of you. That's ridiculous. Hey, chill, tranquilo. You know, we're friends here. No need to make a threat. Threat?
I like how tranquilo is like the one word that every non-Spanish speaking person knows that watches wrestling. If you watch wrestling and you don't speak Spanish, chances are you still know tranquilo. Everyone still knows tranquilo. That's funny. No violence in the workplace. Bro, you're a pro wrestler. That was funny.
Chat of our own.
I like Pretty Deadly. I feel like they have so much potential. I would love to see like more skits with Pretty Deadly, like more behind the scenes types of skits with them so that they could show more of their comedy. I would love to see that. All right, I gotta catch up here, by the way. Thank you so much to everybody who sent in these super chats. It's so nice of you guys. Let me see where I'm at. We got Terrence Johnson here who says, I've tried watching AAA. The commentary is jarring. Terrence, quick question. Do you speak Spanish? Because if you don't speak Spanish, you might have a hard time with the commentary. The commentary, I love Spanish commentary because it's a lot more colorful. And there's a lot of, how do I say this? There's a lot of funny jokes that you can say in Spanish that don't really translate or hit the same in English. So I don't know, maybe that might be the thing for you, unless you're watching like the English commentary. I'm not really sure, but maybe that's probably why. But I love Spanish commentary like in anything. We got John Stamey here who says, Denise, you're awesome. Also, it would be hilarious if Tiffany helps Nia, then cashes in on her, and Candice is the Candice accidentally cost Nia tonight. Thank you so much, John, for the super chat. And I feel like at some point, like Tiffany's going to get her revenge on Nia when she cashes in, but she also has to get her revenge on Candice LeRae, because Candice LeRae has also been a real big jerk to Tiffany Stratton. So for that reason, she also needs to kick her to the curb and give her a taste of her own medicine as well. So if that were to play out, I think that'd be a nice little fun way to teach Candice LeRae to mind her own business and stop being a hater, because that's what she's been doing to Tiffany Stratton. John, thank you so much, man. We got Chris Deaton here who says Drew, Seth, KO, Sword, Shield, and Liberty. What? Liberty too? Drew, Shield, and Liberty. Hold on, I misunderstood that. Actually, I was thinking of Liberty as in like Cody Rhodes' daughter. When you said Liberty, that was literally what I thought about. I'm like, Cody Rhodes' daughter? What? But yeah, I do like that Drew, Seth, and KO all have something in common. They hate everything and everybody. And Seth is like pretty much almost there. He's not yet as bad or as angry as Drew or KO, but he's getting there. One of my Raw Netflix predictions that I put out there is that I'm predicting a full-on heel turn from Seth Rollins at the Raw Netflix premiere, but we'll see. Chris Deaton, thank you so much. We got Sarah Marie here who says SmackDown isn't available at all in Canada today. What? Is anybody here from Canada that would know where Sarah should be watching? Someone earlier on the chat said that you can watch SmackDown on the WWE YouTube channel tonight. I'm not sure if that's entirely correct. Let me see if I see anything. I'm not exactly sure how. Let me see if that's even a thing. No, it doesn't seem like it, unless it was like only for like. It doesn't seem like that is a thing for today. So never mind. I'm wrong on that. I'm trying to see if anybody here knows how to figure out how to do that, how to watch where SmackDown would be available in Canada. Because there's some people saying it's on YouTube, but I don't see it on their YouTube page. So I don't know if that's happening. So I'm not entirely too sure. I'm also maybe wondering if is it on Netflix already, SmackDown? Or is it until next week? Sarah says, best we've managed is your stream sound blasting and the Spanish commentary on TV. No English version is being streamed. It's poopy. What? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Sarah. That sucks. Okay, well, hopefully if you're watching the Spanish stream, you can see the video and then get the English commentary here. If that helps, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know
and then I've got Apollo
what is going on.
Who said he saw with his own eyes that was DIY.
Wait, what's happening? Okay. DIY.
Why are you taking the word of Apollo
Nick Aldis
and not these two fine, upstanding gentlemen?
Why? Because my eyes are connected to my brain. Now listen, I don't know what exactly the four of you are up to, but you're on very thin ice.
Listen, we know exactly what you guys are up to. You want a shot at the tag team titles. Well, there's only two guys that can make that happen. And clearly, Nick Aldis hates you guys. He doesn't even think
you're welcome, Sarah.
But we love you.
Yeah.
We love you.
You're pretty. You're deadly.
You guys would be great #1 contenders. And guess what? We make the line. But we have a big title match tonight against the Motor City Machine Guns. And listen to me. It is very important that we leave Phoenix as the tag team champions.
Good talk.
Yes, boy.
They're so happy just because they used their yes boy messaging. All right, let me catch up on the super chat while the entrances are happening. We got Meechin coming out right now. Let me see. We got Bailey Darley here who says, I'm excited to hear SmackDown has changed and hope Raw has its change for the new era. Yeah, I think we all have like some pretty high, the bar is set really, really high for this Raw's Netflix premiere. And based off the matches that we know are taking place, honestly, they're already pretty much setting up for it to be a good show. Also, Christopher Turner just became a brand new DWO member. Let's go. Thank you, Christopher. Bailey Darley also says, how long until Death Rebel is gone? I legitimately have no idea, guys. Like, I do not know what the situation is with that. But I'm a little bit nervous because, you know, obviously we're heading into the Rumble, right? And last year's Rumble, there were so many people that I did not know their entrance themes. And I thought to myself, my God, I watch the product every week religiously. And I don't know these people's themes. Like, I don't recognize them instantly. I was questioning myself. But then I saw that everybody was saying the same thing. And I felt so much better because at first I thought it was just like a me thing. But once everybody said the same thing, I was like, okay, good. I'm not alone here. We got Piper Niven. Oh, so we're getting Meechin versus Piper Niven. Not bad. That should be a fun matchup. A really fun matchup. We got Tracy WV88 who says, no Spanish, took Latin so I can summon a demon. What? I was going to say, that's the one thing you know in Spanish. You know what? I should start doing that, by the way. Like every watch along, I should have like the Spanish word of the day, where I just teach everybody one Spanish word a day, like per stream. And maybe, just maybe, some of them will stick to you guys, all right? Maybe some of them will stick. So if anybody wants a Spanish word for today, oh, here's one. I will do the Spanish word for microphone, which is micrófono. And I will remind you guys how to pronounce that later, for those of you who do not speak Spanish. So that's going to be the new thing. One Spanish word per watch along. Today, you guys learned microphone. Tracy, thank you so much for the super chat. And I'll catch up on the rest in a second. And then the next commercial break, I will also start doing games, by the way. I have a bunch of games I haven't even started.
And again, ooh, surprisingly good effect. And Meechin,
Cody Santella's like, I can't take my eyes off of Chelsea. She's gorgeous. Oh, beautiful Hurricanrana. I would kill, and I mean kill, to raid Chelsea Green's closet. She reminds me of Sandra Bullock with those red boots. What's the name of that movie that Sandra Bullock does where she wears the red boots and she's like in love with that guy? I think the guy's name is Steve. Oh my gosh, I think Steve is even in the name, by the way. By the way, thank you so much to Real Sports Fanatics, who says, after Seth and Punk, crazy promo, could see Becky and AJ coming out to confront, protect their husbands, and set up a program for WrestleMania. They're going to start beefing Becky and AJ like, your husband called my husband a cancer. F that. Your husband, I was going to say, I have a bunch of lines for AJ Lee. I feel like, you know, Becky Lynch will be returned and be like, yeah, well, your husband ghosted my husband. So silly. I think we all just really want to see AJ Lee at some point. I think somebody posted like a picture today saying like it had been, I think 10 years or something since AJ Lee retired. And I'm like, has it really been 10 years? Like, I don't know. That sounds right. I'm not too sure, man. So yeah, I don't know. All About Steve is the name of the movie. Thank you, Jay. The movie that Sandra Bullock wears the red boots. It's called All About Steve. It's so funny. It's just Sandra being like absolutely madly in love with this guy named Steve. And she like follows him everywhere. And she's like cookie and like dorky. It's so funny. If you've never seen All About Steve, check it out. That's what Chelsea Green reminds me of today. Matt Rakeel says, did you see Liv Morgan's closet? Are you kidding me? The second that I saw that Entertainment Tonight did that video, I clicked on it right away. I watched the video. I was like, it was funny because first Liv Morgan had shown like she'd opened like a door and you could see this little closet. And I was looking at it and I was going, wow, I expected Liv Morgan's closet to be way bigger than that. And I thought, there's no way all her clothes fits in that tiny little space. And for a second, I thought that was it. And then out of nowhere, she like walks into this, what she says used to be her garage. And her garage is now her closet. And dude, when I saw that, first of all, I want, like, as a neat freak, I needed to know what the organization was in there. Like, is she organizing by color? What's she organizing by? Because I'm an organization freak, so I wanted to know the details of how Liv Morgan organized her closet, but she didn't talk about that part. But it was just like racks and racks of so much clothes. But hey, guys, that's what happens when you're loaded, you know? So yeah, thank you so much to Matt Rakeel also for sending that in, by the way. Javier Romero says it's not Dora, but Denise the Explorer. Microfono. There you guys go. Microfono. I hope some of you guys will practice it. Throw it out there. If you ever need to impress somebody with some Spanish, be like, I know how to say microphone. Microfono. All right. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get some. Actually, I think SmackDown's going to be back. All right. But I'm going to start some games in a second. As a matter of fact, I will. Hold on. I'm on the wrong tab here. My bad. Okay. So. I'll start the games in the next commercial because SmackDown just started. I started talking too much. All right, I promise. Next commercial, I'm starting. Promise. Thanks, Checks. This is microphone. No. Perfect. Microphone. No. Perfect. This is how you will remember how to say microphone. I'm dead. XC Check Jedi. Microphone. No.
Has been extremely effective since
That's amazing. That's so funny. Mike C says my Spanish is limited to Taco Bell ingredients. You're just going to be like, yo quiero Taco Bell. That's what the little Chihuahua would say. Yo quiero Taco Bell. That's so funny. Microphone, no. Never getting over that. I'm done. Never getting over it. All right, Piper. Piper and Michin.
Michin answers with a cannonball of her own.
Back-to-back cannonballs. I love me a good cannonball.
Oh, look at this. I love this.
You
go. This twerking.
Michin
told me earlier today it's called the long back attack. Michin told me that. Michin told you that? Yes. You just go
Michael Cole is like, you go, girl, you twerk. What? I was not expecting that from Michael Cole on commentary today. He sounds like...
Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing, Cole.
I don't know.
She calls it,
it's very funny, though.
And now Chelsea Green mouthing off, trying to distract Michin.
You go, girl. I'm so proud of you for twerking.
Piper Niven tries to make it back to
Sounds like the uncle that's trying to be cool, or the dad that's trying to be cool.
Got caught. Michin went for eat the feet again. Piper Niven now. Good night. Oh, Piper driver for the win on Michin. And a kick out at 2.
Rafael Garcia. You go, Glenn Coco.
On the face of Piper. This tremendous exchange ending in a Michinoku driver. Niven nearly secured the victory, but Michin will not quit. Chelsea Green could not believe that.
When are we going to see Chelsea Green defend the United States Championship, by the way? Hopefully by next week she's defending the title.
Look at you driving wedges, Cole. And here's Piper now, second row.
Oh, she got her knees up.
Michin got the feet up, caught Niven right under her chin. And now Michin, third time's a charm. Eat defeat by Michin.
Is she going to defeat Michin? I mean, Piper? Wow, good for Michin. Yeah, she deserved that win. I think Michin's taking the belt off of Chelsea. I feel like they're going to ping pong here. Yeah, I think Michin's taking the belt off of her. I get the vibe, you know?
Michin with a big win here tonight on SmackDown.
So hopefully Chelsea gets like some sort of defense. with somebody else where she actually
The
wins
wise man
before
is
she
here.
loses the belt to Michin?
Paul Heyman. It looks like he may be coming out.
Oh my gosh,
Send that
Paul.
man through the metal
Wait.
detector. Who knows what he's carrying?
Why didn't Paul Heyman want to go through the metal detector? Shouldn't it not be like non-optional? I feel like you should be going through the metal detector. Yes, even you, Paul Heyman. Alrighty, let's go ahead and have some fun, everyone. Let's do some games here. I like to switch it up. So today's game that we got is another trivia game. This one should be fun. It's called If You Can't Get 17 out of 20 on this pop culture quiz, you've been living under a rock. These are all age entry levels questions. And of course, again, I stole it from BuzzFeed. So good luck to everybody. Let's have some fun, guys. Hopefully everybody gets these, or else we're going to think you live under a rock if you don't get these questions. Here we go. Let's do this. Who played Jack Dawson in Titanic? Dilda Pick was like, Heyman got the 9. All right, the first person that I see here with the answer, I'm going to read the first 3 names, okay? So that we're going to do like a top 3 for each one so we can go by faster. All right, Jay Mosco got the answer. Desi Baby and Dr. J Merritt were the first 3 people that I saw with the answer, which was, of course, Leonardo DiCaprio. I feel like everyone should know that. So yes, the quiz is right on this. Next question. Here we go. What show features the character Walter White? Had you asked me this last year, I would not have known this answer. However, I now know the answer. So thankfully, I'll be okay. All right, the first person that I see here with the answer is V-Pool. And the answer we were looking for, so you guys got to type fast here to get a shout out today. Breaking Bad. V-Pool was the first one. Then I saw Jay Mosco, Dr. J Merritt, and runner-up to David Dahl here. Good job on that one, Breaking Bad. And let's keep it moving. Here we go. Next one. Which pop star is known for the album 1989? I'm trying to control my breathing here, by the way, in case someone gets the wrong answer, I'm going to go crazy. Everybody should know this answer. The answer we're looking for, my friends, is Taylor Swift. Don got that. Desi Baby, Jay Mosco, and runner-up Tracy. First people that got the answer. Good job. I was like trying to like not be like, if you get this answer wrong, I'm gonna be so pissed. All right, next one. Which actor played Wolverine in the X-Men series? Yes, even I know this. I actually had to go watch all of these like X-Men movies. So, but I like to go for the food. So I actually get into them. Even though I'm not like a big fan of like Marvel or that type of stuff, I do get into this stuff a whole lot. All right, but yes, the answer we're looking for here is Hugh Jackman, Don, Dr. J Merritt, Tracy, Jay, Darkwing, Andrew Tam, Tiger Claw, Big G, Desi Baby, some of the first few people who got that, and we're back on SmackDown.
Happy New Year, everybody, and the first SmackDown of the new year.
And I'll play some more in the next commercial break. I also want to thank the people who are sending in super chats. Thank you so much. We got Melissa Cabello here who says, Denise, what time are you live streaming Dynasty? Tomorrow's Dynasty stream is scheduled for, let me check.
Visit Ticketmaster to get yours now. Limited seating remains.
It's scheduled for tomorrow to start at 6:50 Pacific Standard Time because it's a late show. So if you're in the East Coast, it's definitely a late show. But if you're in the West Coast, it'll be kind of a late show, but not too late. Just a little bit more late than what we're used to. So yes, 6:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Melissa. Bailey Darley says, I'm no good at multi-language. I can only speak one language. Hey, you never know if you don't try. If you actually try, you might be able to like learn, a couple of other words, and you can impress your friends and be like, I know how to speak more than one language, I find that very impressive. When people tell me they can speak 3 languages, I'm like, How do you do it? How do you do it? I feel like 2 is pretty okay, but like more than 2 is very impressive. Thank you, Bailey.
But led by the dreams in our hearts.
Absolutely incredible.
Hello to Angel Montez. Thank you so much for hopping on. I had a good New Year's. Very good. Been a busy start to the year, but I'm excited. Very excited. I also love that we're getting a package for Naomi, guys.
Naomi.
Oh, I love it. She doesn't. I don't remember the last time Naomi got a video package like that. But I love that they did that for her because she has a really big matchup today against Nia Jax.
Later on tonight, also still to come tonight ahead of Tribal Combat at Monday night.
We got Luis here who says bilingual here myself. Luis, what languages do you know? Darkwing 19, it's like I can barely speak my primary language. You know, it's really embarrassing and pathetic when I can't think of a word in English or in Spanish. You know how embarrassing that is? Like, I have 2 languages to choose from. Can't get one word. All right, here we go. Paul Heyman. Let's see what he has to say today.
Tonight, way before Monday, I wanted to come out here on the record to set the record straight. See, on Monday, we're going to find out one thing. Who is the real tribal chief? And let's all be transparent about this. Roman Reigns and I trained Solo to become the next in line to be the tribal chief. Roman Reigns and I taught Solo how to become the tribal chief. Roman Reigns and I prepared Solo for the moment in time in the future. The future, when Roman Reigns was ready to step down as the head of the table, the head of the family, the head of all of WWE. And then Solo would reign as the tribal chief. And then at WrestleMania, what happened? After 10 years of lusting for revenge against Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns could not turn down that lust and finally got revenge on Seth Rollins. And Cody Rhodes, to his massive credit, took advantage of that blind spot and got a 1, 2, 3 on Roman Reigns. And that is where Solo Sikoa seized the moment. That's where Solo Sikoa stole the Ula Fala from Roman Reigns' bag.
The way Paul says it with it's such intensity.
That twisted son of a bitch did not earn that Ula
Twisted
Fala.
son of a
He
bitch.
stole it from Roman Reigns. He got rid of Jimmy Uso. He got rid of the wise man. He got rid of all of us. Why? Because he knew no sane man was ever going to acknowledge Solo Sikoa. So what did he do? He went out and he got himself this band of these filthy animals that don't even belong in professional wrestling. He got Tama Tonga, not welcome in the United States. He got Tonga Loa, not welcome in the United States. He got Jacob Fatu, who's not even welcome outside the United States prison system, for crying out loud.
Oh my God, he went there. He went there.
Because none of us were ever going to acknowledge Solo Sikoa.
I did not think Paul Heyman would mention that.
Live on Netflix. Tribal Combat. No rules except there must be a winner and there must be a loser. the winner of the match this Monday. And I absolutely promise you, your tribal chief, the only tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, when's Drew McIntyre gonna come get Paul Heyman, by the way? Since he's on an anti-Roman Reigns pathway right now. Oh, here we go. Solo Sikoa. And the bloodline.
Paul Heyman knows all too well the damage that this man can do.
Now would be a great time to make your exit, Mr. Heyman. The wise man knows
KJ
full
says
well
Solo is
the
alone.
destruction
Interesting.
that this man is
Especially since
capable
they
of.
just mentioned all of his guys that he usually comes with. There was a fan that was dancing like, yeah. I like how he's vibing to Solo Sikoa's song. It's not a bad song, by the way. Yes, I'll vibe too.
Saying that he stole the hula follow, which he now wears
Cody's
around
like
his neck,
Heyman's pooping.
that he brought in this
It's so
band of-
funny because we got
This is
so
the Heyman
used to
quote.
like seeing. Remember when we were seeing Paul Heyman when he was super stressed out about the way Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline was treating him, but he was like all white and pale and very sickly looking. It's so funny because I feel like I got used to seeing him that way, like seeing him right now with color. It's kind of weird. I'm used to like a white, paley Paul Heyman. All right, let's see what we got here. Jab, that fan was getting it too. Love it. All right, let's see what Solo's able to bring today.
I want you to know I'm about 10 seconds away from pissing in my pants.
I feel like that's not something Paul should reveal.
Because the last time we did this, and I told you that you're not my tribal chief, you had me put through a table in front of my children and the whole world to see at Madison Square Garden. And if I even blink at you wrong right now, I know Jacob Batu and Tama Tonga are coming out here, and the same damn thing is going to happen to me tonight in Phoenix, Arizona.
You might have time to run, though, Paul, since they're not out there yet. Oh, he's asking for the microphone. Give it to him, Paul. Let's see what Solo has to say.
He had no choice.
Smart decision.
Phoenix, Arizona. Acknowledge me.
Nice loud boos from Phoenix, Arizona for Solo. They're not going to acknowledge him. Solo Sikoa is the Temu tribal chief. Someone has that as a
I
sign.
think it's finally time for you to acknowledge the truth. You owe CM Punk a favor, right?
I do. I owe you.
How about this? Let me owe you a favor.
Oh, okay.
Okay? You see, this Monday, I need somebody to hold the Ulafala during the tribal combat match.
Oh, because he wants Paul
I need
Heyman to
somebody
present
that
him
is
with the
trustworthy.
Ulafala because he believes he's defeating Roman Reigns.
I need somebody that loves my family. Somebody that will never disrespect my family. And somebody that will never disrespect the Ulafala. So this Monday, if Roman beats me, hold on. If Roman beats me in the tribal combat match, you will put the Ulafala around his neck,
Yeah, see, that's exactly what he wants.
and I will acknowledge him as the tribal chief.
But if he wins,
But when I beat Roman,
see, told you.
and I will,
No, he
You know
won't.
I know it, and everyone else here knows it too.
No, they don't. They don't know it. You don't
So
even
when I
believe
beat
it.
Roman in the tribal combat match, you will put this Ulafala around my neck, and everyone will know that I own this.
Under Buckley. They did.
And that I own you.
Paul's face.
You will be my wise man forever.
Oh,
And
so
then
Paul's
Roman
on the line?
will have no choice but to finally acknowledge me.
Oh, so it's a package deal here. You get the Ulafala and you get Paul Heyman. Yeah, Jess is like put Paul on a pole match. Oh man, that'd be hilarious. We got Dill the Pickle here. Says today I'm convinced Solo wins on Monday. I'm not. I still don't think he's winning Monday.
All on the line Monday. As Raw
I think this is
debuts
like,
on
a good
Netflix,
little thing to add,
Solo
right? Like
Sikoa,
add
Roman
some more
Reigns.
intrigue into the
Battling to
match.
be head
I'm
of the
cool with
table,
that.
battling
But
to
he
be
ain't
tribal
winning,
chief,
guys.
battling for the Ulafala in
Solo
tribal
Sikoa is
combat.
not
When is the
defeating
last
Roman
time
Reigns.
You saw the wise man speechless.
I'll read the super chats right now. Let me see what Motor City Machine Guns say.
Worse? When it's someone you've known for years. When it's someone who has been up and down the same roads as you, experienced all the same things just to make it to the WWE. Everything we've been through, Johnny Gargano, thrown away. For what? For the WWE Tag Team Championships.
Johnny Gargano, I taught you everything you know about how to fight to the top of this business. And you taught us something too. We show up here and we realize everywhere we go, there's going to be wolves in sheep's clothing. You and Tommaso, you ain't no sheep. You may have forgotten who the hell the Motor City Machine Guns are. The most revolutionary tag team of all time. The best tag team in the WWE. And it took us 3 matches to win those titles. Well, it's going to take us 1 to get them back.
Well, okay. All right, not bad. So what we're seeing too with this like 3-hour format of SmackDown is we're getting like some more like packages, it feels like, especially for people that might not normally be getting some. So that's another little thing to notice. We got Chris Ledeck in the building. Chris Ledeck says Roman waited 10 years for revenge on Seth. What about the beatdown with the chair Roman gave Seth at the Rumble in 2022, or all the times he beat him in general? I feel, by the way, I mean, I think everybody kind of feels that at some point we got to get Seth versus Roman. that like needs to happen again. I feel like there's still so much more that's left there. They haven't. I still think they can still tell like more of a story there. I will not be surprised. I don't know if I've said this before, but I could see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns wrestle at WrestleMania, and I know that's still like question marks up in the air about that because we still don't know what the deal with The Rock is. By the way, we're on a commercial break now. We still don't know. Oh, it's Hulk Hogan promoting Saturday night's main event for January. That's right. I completely forgot we're getting a Saturday night's main event in January. What date is that again? Is it let me see what date that is again. Hold on. I'm waiting for them to put the date because oh yeah, January 25th. Oh, snap. I didn't even put that in my calendar. I had completely forgotten that we were getting Saturday night's main event, January 25th. Shit, I almost forgot. All right, cool. Well, at least now I'm reminded. So good. But Chris Ledeck, yeah, I do think that if the Rock didn't come back, if The Rock doesn't wrestle at WrestleMania, and let's say he's not wrestling Roman Reigns, I could see a world where we get Roman versus Seth at WrestleMania. But we'll see. Chris, thank you so much for the super chat. We got Steven77 who says, I think The Rock will cost Roman the match. I would absolutely effing hate that. Like, hate that so much. If The Rock wants to come out, have him come out after the freaking match, not costing him the match, after the match. We got a very generous super chat here from Bailey Darley who says, Paul Heyman is my favorite manager and helps me graduate trivia. Here is to help the channel grow. Thank you so much, Bailey. Guys, can you please give some love to Bailey in the chat? So generous, so kind, and just honestly, thank you so much, Bailey. Seriously. And I love that Paul helps you with the graduating trivia. We got Chris Ledeck here who says, I told Greg Morgan in August, when Roman gets the Ulafala back, it needed to be Heyman who presented to him. So I think Roman wins it. He better win it, Chris. I'm sorry, but I have no interest in seeing Solo Sikoa defeat Roman Reigns at the premiere of Netflix. Like, even with the help of The Rock, I would absolutely hate that, like hate it. So I hope that does not happen. But Chris, thank you so much for the super chat. Ryan Powell here asked, when is my next live quiz? So I haven't decided when the next one is, but it'll be on a Thursday for sure. It might be January 23rd. Because that's honestly the only Thursday that I really have open this month. So keep an eye out. I will announce it well ahead of time. And the next quiz topic is going to be Royal Rumble trivia. So just keep an eye out for that. And you'll know for sure when it's incoming. Thank you so much, Ryan, for asking. I know a lot of people have been having a good time playing, though. So that's been making me very happy because that's like a bonus stream, that I get to do. All right. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and go back to our game so that we can pass through these commercials a lot faster. We're currently playing. If you can't get 17 out of 20 on this pop culture quiz, you've been living under a rock. These are all age entry level questions. So let's do this. Here we go. Which singer is known for the hit song Single Ladies? And I'm going to be reading the first few names that we see so that we can go through more questions a lot more faster. Leo Poroy says that gives him time to study for the Royal Rumble. Exactly. All right. And everybody was quick with this one. The answer we were looking for, of course, is Beyonce. And let's see. Haloka got that. Ender, Don, Courtney, Dr. J, Christopher J, Tracy, Desi, Big G, and several more. Let's go to the next one. Here we go. Who directed the film Jaws? All right, we're back on SmackDown, and we also got the answers in here. Congratulations to everybody who guessed. Steven Spielberg, Tracy, Big G, Andrew, Andrew, Haloka, Ender, Chris, Desi Baby, Dustin, Raymond, Herman, Jay, Don, Courtney. Good job, everyone. All right, we're back on SmackDown, and I'll continue more trivia in the next commercial break. So far, everyone's doing really good. Really, really good. Oh, I thought more fireworks were coming. I was like, dun, dun. There it is.
And the challenger, out of
Like Jessup says, Denise, I think the SmackDown has been amazing for 3 hours. Well, let's wait till we get till the final hour because we're not even halfway through the show just yet. Although I do think it was very clever if you guys noticed that the second hour kicked off with a Paul Heyman segment. That was definitely done on purpose to keep people interested for that second hour because, you know, the second hour is where people tune out and then if they come back, they come back into the third hour. So it was very clever of them to have Paul Heyman kick off the second hour. Oh my gosh, it's tax season, guys. We're finally getting the Intuit TurboTax commercials because it's tax season. Shout out to anybody here who does their own taxes. I do my own too. I do my own on TurboTax. I actually do use TurboTax for my taxes. I've been using it for like the last 5-7 years.
This is what Gargano has always done. He's a manipulator. Johnny finds a star to hitch his wagon to and goes along for the ride. He knows.
Oh, this is for the WWE Tag Team titles. Cool. For whatever reason, I wasn't sure if this was a title or non-title, but they did say that in their promo. So, Motor City Machine Gun said that in their promo. We got Dustin Branch here who says he does his own taxes too. Yes, it's kind of fun, honestly. I have a fun time doing that kind of stuff, you know? Although it does get a little stressful. There are some questions that I find incredibly hard. And I'm like scared to answer. And I'm like, what if I put the wrong answer and I go to jail? Yo. Every time I do my taxes at the end of the year, I'm always like, please, God, I hope I did them correctly. I followed the prompts, TurboTax. We got Luis, who also says he does his own taxes. Jay does his own taxes. Chris Robinson says every time I do taxes, I cut like a sailor. Thank you, Ryan says he loves my channel. Thank you so much.
Prohibition. Ask any of those
and what's up to Jakeem08?
Any of the Cleveland guys.
Desi Baby's like, ugh, don't mention taxes. I will end up owing. Ooh, you gotta find a way to
that's exactly what he's doing at Tommaso
see
Ciampa.
what you can deduct, you know?
Recognize it or not is irrelevant because Ciampa's a champion right now.
He did it with a number of superstars at NXT. He's done it obviously here on the main roster.
Rally Cap also uses TurboTax. Love it. Although TurboTax is not even sponsoring this video, but they should.
Gargano and Ciampa down on the outside. Here comes Chris Sabin.
22 years as a tag team. Suicide dive takes out the champs. The Motor City Machine Guns are rolling.
Oh, and we're going to commercial break.
All
right, let's go ahead and get back into some games, guys. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, Philip Thomas. That is such a nice comment. I don't feel like I look like Taylor, but I'll take it. Even if it's a lie, I'll take it. All right, here we go. If you can't get 17 out of 20 on this pop culture quiz, you've been living under a rock. Remember, these are supposed to be super easy, so let's see how everyone does. All right, what movie features the character Elle Woods? I will wait here for your answers. All right, and the answer we're looking for is Legally Blonde, and a bunch of people got that, of course. Ender Buckley, Desi Baby, Jay Moscow, Big G's, Daryl42, Emily, Tiger Claw, Courtney, Rally Cap, Brian, Dr. J, Christopher, Tracy, Leo Poroy, Eggsy, Austin, Bailey, and several more. All right, next one. Here we go. What is the name of Han Solo's ship in Star Wars? Again, if you... I wonder if has anybody gotten any wrong? I got a few wrong when I took this quiz, but you'll know because I screenshotted my results. I'm like, literally. That's so funny. All right. Let me see. We got Ender Buckley here. Yes, the answer we're looking for is the Millennium Falcon. And Ender Buckley got that. Andrew 0. Infamous Raider Loco, Big G, Paul Henley, Jay Moscow, Leo Poroy, Emily, Doom Tribe, Eggsy, The Tiger Claw Gaming, Dr. J, Tracy, Rally Cap, Tom, Desi, Christopher, Josiah, and several more. Let's go to the next one. Who won the Oscar for Best Actor in Forrest Gump? One of my all-time favorite movies. Such a great movie. Life is like a box of chocolates. Yes, it is. All right, and here we go. A lot of people knew this one, of course. A classic movie. Tom Hanks is the answer we were looking for. Andrew Tam got that. 042 got that. Infamous Raider Loco. Andrew Buckley. Dill the Pickle. Dr. J. Tiger. Big G. Tracy Courtney. Doom Tribe. Herman. And several others. Let's get one more in here. Here we go. What is the name of the fictional African country in Black Panther? Wow, that was not coming out. I was getting tongue-tied there. What is the answer we're looking for? Yup, Big G says stupid is as stupid does. That movie has some great fucking quotes. All right, the answer we were looking for, of course, is Wakanda. 042 got that. Let me see. Ender Buckley, Christopher Markham, Jay Moscow, Courtney Farr, Dustin, Desi Baby, Tracy, Andrew, Josiah, Zay, Infamous Raider Loxo, Eggsy, Big G, and we are back here on SmackDown. We'll continue the game afterwards. Hope everyone's doing really good, so congratulations. No one here is yet living under a rock. I did get like 3 wrong. They're coming up. The ones I got wrong are coming up.
As is usually the case to this point, it's been Tommaso Ciampa.
Blake Justin says, Denise, are you excited for Raw being 3 hours again on Netflix? I prefer Raw to be 3 hours than SmackDown, to be honest. Herman Tucker says we need to do sports questions. Ooh, I'll make sure to get some of those next time. I'll just search and see, because BuzzFeed sometimes has some cool quizzes, and then sometimes they have some that are like, eh. So I try to like put some that I feel like we can have fun with.
Trying to get there.
Tiger Claw Gaming is like, so far, I do not live under a rock. Congratulations. As long as you don't get more than 3 wrong, you're good. I got exactly 3 wrong. So I'm good. I made it. John says no jet questions about winners. That's funny.
Some people have been calling him Johnny Cheater.
You know who gave Johnny Gargano the name Johnny Wrestling, right?
Johnny Gargano. Oh, of course he did.
You know what kind of person gives himself a nickname, right? Bang! Beautiful job.
Oh, this wildly Ciampa now. Holding Shelly. Here comes Gargano.
It's not happening today.
Gargano now sent outside the ring.
Tag made, Sabin legal for the Motor City Machine Guns.
And here come the Machine Guns.
Infamous Rare Loco. I have no idea how many questions I've asked so far.
Toward the announce table.
No idea. I'm kind of sped through them.
Suicide dives in stereo.
XC says, Denise, do you like science fiction? Not really. I'm not really a sci-fi kind of gal. Although I do like some sci-fi shows, but not really many. Herman says it's Busted Open back live tomorrow morning. Yes, and I will be on the show. Mark Henry will be on the show. And then I'm also going to be doing the Sunday show. So I will be there the whole weekend. So tune in, please.
WWE last year, that would be the tag team title loss.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't like this. Shelly might be hurt. You could see him favoring his knee even after Sabin made the tag.
And Gargano now fighting back.
Thank you, by the way, to Tracy, who just tagged me in that Solo Sokoa's Sumo Tribal Chief post on Twitter. Thank you.
On all cylinders right now.
Funny.
Look at the Machine Guns go! Double kick to win the title. Stacking them up. Ciampa gonna break things up.
And once again,
Frederick Coates says, what is the price of TurboTax? I will try it. You know, they have different packages. I don't really remember the pricing, though. It depends on, like, what package you get. But it'll be like, I think like between $100 and $150, or at least between $100 and $200, somewhere around there. Sorry, I don't remember really how much. But you can have them like take the money out of your tax refund if you want. It's optional. Why am I out here chilling TurboTax? Like, they're not paying me.
This is for the WWE Tag Team titles live tonight on Friday night.
All right, guys, we are
over 11,000 in attendance in Phoenix,
almost
Arizona.
about to be halfway.
This is our first 3 hour
more seconds.
SmackDown as we kick off 2025 on the USA Network. The champs DIY, and Ciampa comes in off the tag against the challengers, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Gargano found himself in trouble once again, and what does he do? Tag in Ciampa to clean up the mess. Luckily, Tommaso Ciampa's been an absolute madman.
Returning the
lately.
favors there with some chops.
Beating up emotion tonight. Tag made. Saban's legal. Double team coming from the machine guns. Right to the knee.
Wow, I love the speed at which they're picking this matchup with.
Your favorite tag team.
Alrighty, everyone, we are officially halfway through SmackDown. We have hit the halfway mark.
These guys have tag team chemistry with make Bill and I blush.
Oh, there's Pretty Deadly. Oh, is this match gonna end in like DQ? No, but
into Shelly, who was perched on the top.
And remember what DIY told Pretty Deadly. It's important we leave here tonight as the tag champ, especially if you want a future tag opportunity. Double team to retain.
ooh, I thought they almost had it there.
Somehow.
Good, and you can see Gargano's beside himself because Johnny Wrestling's.
Oh, there's more Angel and Humberto chasing out Pretty Deadly.
Gargano, Pretty Deadly figured them in the attack of the Street Profits last week. Rolling for the titles and a kick out by Gargano. And now look at this. This is that's the Border City stretch, Cole, which Gargano stole from Shelly and named the Gargano Escape.
Oh, are they taking back the title? Are they about to tap? Nope, there's Pretty Deadly. This is gonna end in like. Wait, I'm pretty sure it looked like Ciampa was tapping out. No, oh, that's lame.
This sucks.
This absolutely sucks. I love
Corey Graves.
Deadly,
This
but now
sucks.
is not the time.
That was funny.
Here is not the place.
Well, it doesn't suck if you're these two, man. DIY.
All right, well, not too bad, I guess. They're heels. Them winning in this fashion is really nothing new.
Gets to reap the benefits. Hit him, Cole. I dare you. I dare you. I got your back. Still tag team champions.
Thank you.
All right, Candice and Nia.
You know, I'm defending my title tonight. Where is Tiffy? She's nowhere to be found.
She's probably upset about what you said last week. And Tiffany, she's so sensitive and just, but
They're so mean to Tiffany, and they're like, "Oh, she's so sensitive."
Anyway, Tiffany, she overcomplicates things. Remember what happened with the tag titles?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and after I beat Naomi again tonight, maybe we'll get another shot at the titles. Yeah. I just need you to make sure Bianca stays out of my way.
It's funny that Candice LeRae's hair and makeup matches Nia Jax's gear.
Ladies and gentlemen, still to come later on tonight, Nia Jax, the WWE Women's
I think that's the main event. Nia versus Naomi. Right? Is that feels like it's being like booked as the main event, right?
And we heard from Paul Heyman earlier tonight. We know that tensions are running extremely high ahead of
Oh no, that's right. We still got the 6-man tag team match. That's gonna be the main event.
Tag team match as Sami Zayn joins
Unless they throw that in a different spot. Who knows? At first I thought that the main event was going to be, Nia and Naomi, but I may be wrong on that. It may be the Bloodline match. All right, we are back in a commercial break. So let's go ahead and get back into some games. Let's do this. All right, also, thank you so much to Stephen Marchuli, by the way, who sent in a super chat saying, do you want Raw to have a new look for the debut? I'm sure it will. Honestly, I'm really sure it will. I don't know about like a red mat or anything. Like, you know how we got the blue mat today? I don't know how a red mat would look, so I'm going to say no to the red mat. Just in case. I don't know. It feels like it would probably be too much. But I am definitely expecting a brand new look there for Raw, for sure. Steven, thank you so much for the super chat and for the support, man. All right, let's do this. Biati's like, did SmackDown always have a blue wrestling mat? Nope. Brand spanking new here today. Brand spanking new. All right, let's get into some questions. Let's see how everyone's doing. Once again, the game we're doing is if you can't get 17 out of 20 on this pop culture quiz, you've been living under a rock. Here we go. Next question. What TV show features a character named Sheldon Cooper? I've seen all these shows except AP Bio. I've never seen AP Bio, but I have seen Modern Family, How I Met Your Mother, and The Big Bang Theory. And if you get The Big Bang Theory, you are correct. All right, let's see some of the people that got the answer first. Night American, Blake Jessup, Andrew, 042, Josiah WB, Desi Baby, Big G, Tracy, Zune, Christopher, Jay, Courtney, Dawn, Tiger Claw, Jakeem, Casey, and several others. Dr. J, Ender, Joe. All right, let's move on. Here we go. Who is known as the King of Pop? Let's see. I'm waiting for the answers. Alrighty, and here we go. The answer we were looking for is Michael Jackson, of course. Jay Moscow got that. Blake Jessup, Dustin, Christopher, Zune, Zero, Desi, Ender Buckley, Josiah, and Night American, Tracy, Dawn, Courtney, and several others. Let's keep it going. Here we go. Next one. Which artist released the hit song Rolling in the Deep? Rolling in the Deep. All right, who got it? All right, here we go. The answer we were looking for is Adele. Hello. All right. 042 got it. Blake Jessup, Jay Moscow, Desi Baby, Christopher Markham, Robert W, Dr. J Merritt, Big G, Courtney Farr, Ryan Powell, Zoom Popular, Emily M, Night American, Well-Rounded Leo, Tom Milligan, Christopher, Don, Tracy, and we are back on SmackDown. Let me get rid of the graphic. Hold on.
Hey, last week, let's just talk about what happened, man. You know I had you beat, bro. If your
All
boy
right.
Braun Strowman didn't get his
Tammy
nose
and
involved in our
Carmelo.
business, it would have been nothing but
Hang on a second. The last thing I remember is you were about 2 seconds away from catching a kick to the face and you ran away, pal.
No. Hey, man, I was getting the game plan. That's what I was doing. But look, you and your boy Braun Strowman can get this work. And we can spin the block anytime you want. We got a problem?
There's Jay and Jimmy.
This is light work, man. Ain't no problem. This ain't no problem. Nah. I mean, do we got a problem?
No, fellas, no problem. He's just telling me how next time we run it back, I'm going to get this work, apparently. Right? That's what you were saying. Tell me more. No, Mello, where are you going? Mello! Mello!
So good.
Hey, good timing, you know what I mean?
I got
you. Know what I
you.
mean? Like, hey, fellas, we got a big one, okay? Let me just get my gear, run this back in a few minutes, get on the same page, yeah?
Yeet. Comb your hair. You.
All right, comb my hair.
Hey, yo.
Comb your hair.
So, hey, Netflix premiere. Come on. It's going to be live.
Oh, there's KO. That's the last person you want to bump into.
I think you need to watch your back.
I think at this point, everyone's need to watch their back.
I hate to be that
Sleep
guy,
with
but
one
at this
eye
point,
open.
Jey
Also,
Uso
John,
and
thank you
Jimmy
so much for the
need to be
kind
extremely
comment.
careful and take
Yes,
every
my
word
mom
Kevin
was
Owens
told
says
that
as
before
gospel.
about
The
looking
man
like
might not all
Shakira.
be there right now, but
She looks a
Kevin
little
means
different
everyone
now because she
except
has
for
the
he's
short
been
brown
attacking
hair.
everyone in
But when she
WWE.
has
Let's
like
show you
when
what
she
happens
had the
when
long
kicked
blonde
off
hair,
the
she would
show tonight.
definitely
Cody
get
Rhodes
those
is the
comments for
McIntyre
sure.
with a
And thank you. I'm glad that you found that adorable. Thank you, John.
You need to watch your back.
Oh, this is a replay. Jakeem says, Denise, do you have any advice on how to be a wrestling content creator? Yeah, just start. Just start. If anybody here wants to create content, it doesn't matter if it's wrestling or anything else, just start. That's the best advice that I can give anybody, because if you don't start, you're never going to do it, right? It's like you want to write a book, start writing the damn book or else it's never going to happen. That's my best advice. If you want to be a singer, start writing songs, start singing, or else it's never going to happen. So you just have to start. That is the best way to go about it. Hopefully that kind of helped you. Hopefully. I know it's vague, but it's honestly the truth.
First things first. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Are you?
I'm okay.
Because here's the thing. You're the one who talked me into this ladder match at the Rumble. And now you seem to be hell-bent on not making it to the Rumble. Cody,
yeah, so many more backstage.
please put aside your hatred of Kevin Owens and think about the big picture, okay?
Because we have the time now to do it.
And the company, okay? Seeing as you're not doing that, I have to do it for you.
Nick, I respect the fact that you are thinking about the company's future, that you're thinking about my future. And I don't know if anyone's ever told you this. You're actually the boss. You're the boss.
Get a good microphone.
This is the most important week in WWE.
See, you used
As much as you
your
have
lesson.
The right to put me on the shelf until Royal Rumble, as much as you have the right to send me on every media activation known to man, or send me out at the end of the night to sign pictures, to take autographs until the cows come home, as much as you have that right, I have the right to call my shot. If Drew McIntyre wants to be part of SmackDown, you should go back there and tell him he's welcome. Tell him he has my attention, and you should remind him of those who have gotten my attention in the past. Before WrestleMania, I said, hey, when one story ends, a whole new story begins. Here's the story now. If I see Kevin Owens, or even someone who looks like Kevin Owens.
Damn, a bunch of people look like Kevin Owens, though. I feel like Kevin Owens, probably you can find the most Kevin Owens lookalikes more than like any other person. Oh, so if you look like Kevin Owens, you best run from Cody Rhodes. Tracy says, I was told I'm aged out for YouTube. What? That is insane. There's no age. There is no age for YouTube, like at all. I've seen like so many older people that have some successful channels on all sorts of topics, beauty, cooking, you name it, and they're successful at it. It's just about like the kind of content that you create. You can be old with great content and young with shitty content. So it's not about your age, it's about your content and what you're putting out there. So if this is something you wanted to do not let your age keep you from that. Like, do not. Hopefully that kind of helps, Tracy. Tiger Claw Gaming says Cody showing some attitude about damn time.
Can Naomi rewrite history? Naomi.
Hey, happy birthday, Ryan. Is it really your birthday today? What? That's my birthday's today. I'm 14. Oh, to be 14 again. One of my favorite ages of all time. Wow, Ryan. Happy birthday, man. Oh, that's so great. So great. All right, guys, we are back on. John says, by the way, he says lots of older content creators doing construction and electronic trades videos that have hundreds of thousands of views. The platform enables a market for all facets. Yes. So this is a good advice, guys. So if anybody here thinks they're too old for YouTube, you're not. You're definitely not. Big G says my birthday's next Friday. Let's go. Let's go. You have any big plans, Big G? All right. In the meantime, let me go ahead and get back to the game. We're almost through it, I think. Here we go. We got a few more. So if you just tuned in, we're playing if you can get 17 out of 20 on this pop culture quiz. You've been living under a rock. Ooh, I got this one wrong. I'm embarrassed. What is the name of the fictional town where Stranger Things is set? So I watched Stranger Things season 1, and then I never finished watching Stranger Things. So that's why I got the answer wrong. All right. If you guessed the answer, Hawkins, you are correct. If you guessed Shadow Falls like me, you are not. 042 got that. Josiah, Tracy, Dawn. Where'd you go, Dawn? Oh, Dawn, Tom Milligan, Chris Holsinger, Ryan Powell, Chris Robinson, Jay Moscow. Dilla Pickle's birthday is after the day after the Rumble. Nice. That's a good birthday party right there, like a Rumble birthday party. Emily M, Dr. J, Zune Popular, and Big G, Infamous Raider Locos also got it. Good job, everyone. I did not get this one at all. All right, let's move on. Here we go. What animated movie features the song Let It Go? I feel like we all should know this one, even if you didn't watch the movie. All right. And yes, the answer, of course, for this one is Frozen. I don't think anybody could get that wrong. That song was freaking everywhere. Blake Jessup, Josiah, Zero, Zune, Infamous Tom, Jay, Don, Rally, Ender, Ryan, Courtney, Joe, Tracy, Desi, Andrea, Melissa, Tiger, Dr. J, Emily, Dustin, and pretty much everybody here on the chat absolutely got that one right. All right, let's keep it going. Here we go. Which band is famous for the song Bohemian Rhapsody? I got this one wrong, like an idiot. I got this one wrong. I know the song, but I just blanked on the answer. All right, and apparently everybody here knows the answer too, except me, apparently, because my dumbass chose the Rolling Stones, but it's Queen. Blake Jessup, 042, Tom Milligan, Josiah, Jay, Dr. J, Zune, Dill, Courtney, Tiger, Rally Cap, Dustin, Espinosa, Ender Buckley, Desi, Baby, Joe, Ryan Powell, Robert, Chris, all got it right. Good job, everyone. All righty, and here's the next one. What show is set in the fictional town of Springfield? And yes, if you selected The Simpsons, you are correct. The Simpsons is definitely the correct answer. Let's see. 042 got that. Dr. J Merritt, J Moscow, Daniel, Infamous Raider Loco, Espinosa 1989, Rally Cap, Don, J Grouse, Big G, Dustin, Zune, Joe, Josiah, Courtney, Ender Buckley, Tiger Claw, Desi, Servasha E, Andrea, and several others. All right, we're back on
Team SummerSlam.
We're back on
back in 2003.
Look, I forgot what show I was watching. I was like, we're back on. Which show is this?
Arizona, where WWE fans have brought out
so
all
funny.
their signs in force.
That guy just
All right. By the way, thank you so much to Corey MacArthur, who sent in a super chat earlier, and I'm just seeing it right now. He says, hello, Denise. Getting used to this 3-hour Smackdown. How are you? Enjoyed this Kahoot game last night. You're giving us new, innovative content. Yes, that is the goal for 2025, is to give new and exciting content here to everybody. And so far, the 3-hour Smackdown has not been bad, honestly. I'm a little tired, but it hasn't been a bad show, though. It's been a nice, decent show. A lot of things that have honestly been good, or at least like noteworthy, like you at least care to watch. That's good. Also, just realized the Nia Jax and Naomi are not the main event. So yes, the main event is the Bloodline. As I mentioned earlier, for a second, I thought this was going to be the main event with the way that they were promoting it. It was like really the only match that had been promoted for like a while. So I thought that it was going to be. But Corey MacArthur, yeah, other than that, I'm doing good. And yeah, I think it's going to feel like a lot more once we get to 3-hour Raws and 3-hour Smackdown. Once we get there, it's going to probably feel a little bit heavier, but you know, we'll just power through. Corey, thank you so much for the super chat as always, man. Ryan Adams says, Cody remixing the Triple H theme. It's all about the story and how you finish it. Hey, that's true. That's so true. It's all about the story and how you finish it. I feel like we gotta have Motorhead sing that version, or do like a Motorhead-esque version of that. It's all about the story and how you finish it. Ryan, thank you so much for the laugh and for the super chat, man. That's so funny.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
All right, here we go.
For the WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Orlando, Florida. She is one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Naomi!
Do we think anything crazy happens here? Like a Tiffany Stratton cash-in, or do we just like, is that a straightforward match?
From San Diego,
what do we
California, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax!
I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome back the legendary Lillian Garcia. Hall of Fame caliber ring announcer with us here on Friday Night SmackDown starting this week. So
Lily
Nia,
trying to weasel her way into the good graces here on
Another
SmackDown,
good way,
Cole.
by the way, another
Naomi and,
thing to get
Nia
people into the
Jax for
third
the
hour.
women's
This match
championship. So the
here,
question
which
I have
maybe
for you,
some
Corey, is
people are
this.
anticipating to
Couple of months
cash
ago,
in.
Naomi defeated
But putting
Nia
the women's
Jax.
United,
Then she went on to
the
lose an
women's
opportunity
match
at
for
the
the
title. All
title
these shenanigans
at the
going on
end of
around the
hour
ring.
2,
Does that
heading into
play
hour
into this
3,
matchup at
another
all
smart
tonight?
move
I think Naomi has to approach this with a clean
to
slate.
keep
Sure,
the
you
viewers
learn from
interested
experience
going into
battling
hour
opponents
3.
in WWE, but I think tonight and this championship is about validation for Naomi, about everything she's been through since the last time she held singles gold, whether it be here in WWE or around the wrestling world.
It seemed like Naomi may have peeked her back as she was sent toward the corner by Nia Jax. Naomi with a pinfall victory in a big 6-woman team matchup last week that included Nia Jax, and that headbutt drops Naomi to the floor.
You can tell Naomi's strategy, trying to chop down the much larger Nia Jax. It's a sound strategy, but whether or not it'll be effective remains to be seen.
Nia Jax beat
Let's
Naomi in
see
the
what
first
happens
round
here.
of the aforementioned Queen of the Ring tournament last year. Naomi, a two-time champ in her own right, two-time tag team champion as well, current champ. With
We got a
Bianca
super chat here
Belair.
from
She
Bailey
goes
Darley who
against
says, I
Jade
believe Alexa
Cargill.
Bliss is returning at
No
Raw
idea
Netflix
who,
because Twitter and Alexa play
ambushed
music.
Jade
For
Cargill, knocked her out of
anyone who
action a
has
couple weeks
one
back.
nearby.
Jax just
Oh,
having her
okay.
way
I mean,
with
I
Naomi
would
right
love
now.
to see Alexa
Nice
Bliss
top
on
toe,
Raw's
sent Jax into
Netflix.
the
I mean, Raw's Netflix.
Naomi's
Raw
gonna try
Netflix
to
premiere.
outquick
That was also
Nia
one of my
Jax
predictions
here
in my
tonight.
prediction video. But then
You're
again, I was
absolutely
just
right,
throwing
Naomi. I
everybody
didn't
in there. I'm
realize
like,
that
if
you
you're
can't push
gone
the
and I want to
pace
see you
too
come
early
back, I'm
because
throwing you in there as a
while Nia may not be
prediction.
the fastest superstar, in the early
Bailey,
moments of the
thank you so
matchup,
much.
Nia can
We got
surprise
Ten
you.
Ruza here who says,
got
send Phil the link
explosivity.
for the Wrestle
Naomi, after
Dynasty
the
and
apron,
watch
this is
along.
Candice
Yeah,
LeRae in
he's
the
gonna be
background.
popping
Could
in on
she
that
be a
watch
factor
along
tonight?
because
Kick
he's a
by
lot more
Naomi right
familiar
to
with
the
New
side of the
Japan
face
Pro
of Nia.
Wrestling for sure.
Nia Jax with a
Oh,
headbutt
nice
drives Naomi
headbutt.
to the floor.
A little bit of a slow start to this match, though. I think I
We
needed
wanna
this
remind
match
everyone, we
to
still have more than an hour to
go a
go.
little
This is a
faster from the
3-hour
start, but
SmackDown
a
tonight.
good
Women's
little
Championship
headbutt
match
action there
continues.
from Nia to Naomi. Thank you, Ten Ruza. Alrighty, and we are back on the commercial break, so let's go ahead and have some fun with the games, guys. Here we go. Let's do let's see. All right, we're still on our quiz. This is the one that we're doing. If you can't get 17 out of 20 on this pop culture quiz, you've been living under a rock. So here we go. Here's the next one. What book series features Katniss Everdeen? I actually read these books, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I actually was a big fan of this series. All right, 0 hour. Yep, the answer we were looking for here is The Hunger Games. I went through this phase in my life where I was very obsessed with The Hunger Games. So, like, yeah. 042, Hung, Desi Baby, Ender Buckley, Dr. J Merritt, J Moscow, Zune Popular, Dilda Pickle, Tracy, Rally Cap, Tiger Claw, Eggsy, Love It, Josiah, Big G, Infamous Raider Loco, Courtney Farr, Emily M. Good stuff, everyone. All right, that one was pretty easy. Oh, I got this next one wrong too. What is it? Oh, yes, I got this one wrong. Who is the author of Game of Thrones? I have not seen Game of Thrones. I am in that like very, very small population of people that has not seen Game of Thrones. I started watching it, but I just did not. I honestly just could not watch it. I tried, but it didn't happen for me. All right, if you chose the answer George R.R. Martin, you are correct. Let's see who got that one right. Desi Baby, 042, Dr. J Moscow, 042, Tracy, Eggsy, Dill, Josiah, Zune, DJ, Ender, Infamous Raider Loco, and Servisha, and several others. All right, last one, everyone. Last one. Here we go. Who played Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean? One of my favorite movies. I also went through this phase in my life where I was really obsessed with pirates and all I wanted to do is be a pirate. Believe it or not. That was all I wanted to do. All right. And a lot of people got this one correct as well. Johnny Depp is, of course, the answer we were looking for. Desi Baby got that. Dawn got that. 042, Infamous Raider Loco, Dr. J Merritt, Jay Moscow, DJ. Let's see. Stewart, Tracy, Joe, Tiger, Courtney, Zune. Good job, everyone. Let me see. We have Sarvisha who says, Denise, give Game of Thrones 1 season and I promise it will be worth it. I wanted to watch it, but I just don't like some of like the inappropriate scenes. It kind of like just made me like blech, and I didn't want to like watch it. So that's kind of what turned me off from the show. All right, we're back on SmackDown, and we'll get into the next game that I have for everybody on the next commercial break.
Naomi rally. Bianca Belair, Naomi's tag team partner at ringside. Candice LeRae on the other side, and support Nia Jax.
Jax catches the challenger out of midair.
Zero says, oh, there's a lot of those kind of scenes early on, later not as much. Okay, okay. John says it's lewd for the sake of being lewd and so boring. Oh, really? Okay. Stuart's like Blue Chew and you will be fine. That's so funny. Herman says, is it me or SmackDown gone by really quick? So far it has not like dragged, but again, mind you, we still have another hour to go though. We would be about to be finishing the show right now, almost.
We've seen Nia get caught with this in the past. She gets a little overconfident. She likes to flap her gums a little too much, and it opens the door for her opponents to capitalize.
Now, big elbow drop by Nia, covering out a retain. Hook of the leg on Naomi.
Oh no, Rally Cap says I once watched Game of Thrones on an airplane and then inappropriate scenes came up and I was like sweating. I hate that. I hate that. Whenever I'm on an airplane and I'm watching like a show and an inappropriate scene comes on, I get so nervous because I don't want people around me to think that I'm watching porn or something. Like that's so embarrassing. But what they do now, if you like on the apps, like you know, like United Airlines, American Airlines, how they have like the apps to watch movies, they warn you now if the show has like inappropriate scenes, and it'll give you a disclaimer at the beginning that says, hey, there's some adult content in case you're worried about people that are nearby you. So at least they give you a warning now, because it is very embarrassing. And especially because everyone can see your screen. Like literally everyone. If you can see theirs, they can see yours.
Right now is in complete control, dominating Naomi.
Look at disdain on the champion's face.
Now, bye-bye, crushing Naomi. Nia now stacks her up for the win.
Infamous Raider Loco says, first time able to watch your WWE Watchalong. I like the setup. Way different than the Cali Connection. There is no setup. Like with the Cali Connection, I put a cute little overlay with just, you know, with just this. It's just me. It's just me, oos. It's just me, oos. That's all it is for today.
Hip in the ring post. This could spell the beginning of the end for the Globe.
This match has been going by so freaking slow. So freaking slow. I was expecting a little bit of a faster pace.
Flip, cover now for the win. Is it enough? And a kick out by Nia. And a big clothesline by the champion.
We got David Kaplan in the building. Thanks so much, David, for the super chat. He says, I loved your Rhea Ripley history video. My favorite was when she recognized you and you jumped up and down. That was 3 years ago. Rhea has come so far. Thank you for watching that. That was my first interview with Rhea Ripley in 2021. And yeah, when she said that she recognized me, I could not believe it. I was like, what the hell? Oh, splits.
Will she win the championship?
Nope. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't believe it that she had recognized me from YouTube. I was like, what? It goes to show that you never know who's watching you, by the way. And I've learned that a whole lot. You truly never know who is watching you. That's one of the things I've learned in this like last couple of years. I've been surprised by some of the people that I have learned that watch or listen to my podcast, and they tell me, and I'm like, what? This person was watching my podcast, and I was acting like a goof? That's so embarrassing, right? So, but no, it's really, really cool whenever someone does watch your stuff. But yeah, that video is awesome. I'm trying to repurpose some content until I get some new content. So yeah, that was a fun little video idea that I came up with. So I'm glad people are enjoying it. I shared it everywhere on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So you guys probably saw it. Thank you, David. Thank you so much.
A veteran of the game who certainly does her homework, and now Nia Jax in trouble. Big double axe handle.
Zero's like, I totally forgot there was even a match. Was fully invested in the quiz. You were like, I need to prove that I do not live under a rock, all right?
Missed with a clothesline. Naomi, look at
Naomi lifted Nia Jax, but like, it was, I almost thought because Nia Jax went down, I almost thought she was going to take Naomi down with her. Because look at her, she barely lifted her. She didn't even have her all the way, and Nia Jax was already going down to the mat. So that was hella impressive. And kind of a little scary. A little bit of both. Frederick Coates says the AEW trivia was the best. Yes! Glad you guys had fun with that. I had fun with that.
Everything she has here tonight to try to win the title.
Matthew says, need to go an extra hour on Friday night. Blue Chew code Denise. Yo, I might have to steal your line here because I do got a Blue Chew read coming. So I'm gonna probably steal that. I'm gonna steal that.
Of a second hesitation from Naomi. Cost her.
And now, oh no, Nia Jax has Naomi.
Big G says, do you think they'll ever throw us off and have Tiffany fail to cash in? Oh, that would be horrible. Like, do that with somebody else. Do not do that with Tiffany Stratton. That would be awful for Tiffany. So I hope they don't try to swerve us like that.
Naomi has left. Nia Jax from the second rope. And the
leg drop.
Crushing Naomi. Nice. And somehow Naomi kicked out. She's still in the match.
I don't know, guys. I'm not sensing a cash in at the moment. I was in the beginning for a little bit, but now I'm not really.
From the second rope. Surely that would be enough for Jax to retain, but Naomi's saying,
thank you so much. I will take it.
Resilience out of Naomi.
The vibe has begun to shift tonight in this arena. You can feel it, Cole. The fans are believing. Naomi is beginning to believe in herself, and Nia Jax is shook.
And we also mentioned it before that Naomi has defeated Nia Jax by pinfall. So she has that confidence. Nia went for the Annihilator. Naomi made her pay. And now Naomi feeding off the WWE fans here in Phoenix. Tornado DDT, Jax is planted.
Mind you, we haven't seen Tiffany Stratton all night, so that could be like a maybe Tiffany cashes in. We haven't seen her all night, so I think they're trying to get the crowd to like forget about her. So maybe.
Look again at this beautiful tornado DDT from the challenger. But it's hard to believe didn't put Nia Jax away.
Yeah, Nia Jax perhaps just instinctively kicking out there. As Nia now rolls out toward the apron. Wise move by
Brenda Boxer says, no way. Cashin will be on a PLE. That's what I thought too. But I mean, this is, if you were going to do it on any episode of SmackDown, this might be it. First 3-hour show. First of the year. It's got some.
Naomi for the win. Wisely drags her to the center of the ring. Great move by Naomi for the victory.
Nope, 2 count for Naomi.
This is incredible. Who's going to win the WWE Women's title?
All right, we are going to a commercial break. All right, we are now in a commercial break. We got Bailey Darley here who says, what was your favorite movie of 2024 minus Sonic 3? I feel like I was asked this question the other day, and I was just realized I didn't really go to any movies this year. I literally only went to go see the Blake Lively movie, which, by the way, has anybody been keeping up with that? There is so much drama with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. So much freaking drama with them. If anybody here has actually been following that drama, please let me know. It Ends With Us. That's the one. That's the movie that I saw in theaters this year. It's probably one of the few movies I saw in theaters this year. Again, I haven't really gone to the movies since like COVID. I just went drastically less than I ever did before. So I feel like that's the only movie I remember going to watch this year. So I guess that it was my favorite of the year because it was the only one I went to the theaters to go see. Bailey, thank you for asking. Let me see. Okay, let me see who actually saw it. John says she's gonna gut him. And that's from Blake Lively to Justin Baldoni. Desi Baby says so much drama. 042 says, oh, it's wild. Mike C says Blake Lively is drama. I'm team Blake Lively 1000%, by the way. John says she's gonna destroy him. And then who else? Let me see. Oh yeah, Zay Cruz says Essential Dust is on Netflix now. Yeah, it's up there on Netflix now. I have not seen Wicked yet. I've been wanting to watch it because I love Ariana Grande, but I have not seen Wicked just yet. Don is like, I have plenty of my own drama. Can't be bothered with theirs. Yeah. Reality Cap, it's like it ends with us. It sure did. It sure did. And Robert McManus says Wicked is his favorite. And then let's see what else we have. Desi Baby says Justin has a whole podcast about breaking down toxic masculinity, so it's just weird, but sadly not surprising. It's not, because I feel like sometimes when people do that kind of a stuff, I feel like they do it because they're overcompensating, you know? Like they're overcompensating for what they might truly be like in real life. I really like Blake Lively. So when everybody was like trashing her on Twitter, I was like, I don't know. There's got to be way more to this story, because I just can't see Blake Lively like being that way. So yeah, I'm team Blake Lively. Desi Baby says I loved him on Jane the Virgin. Oh, I loved that show. Jane the Virgin, so freaking funny. Yeah, I used to have such a good time with that show. David Capelin says, what do you think now that Tessa's back with TNA? Is there a chance she might make a WWE appearance? What are your thoughts? Royal Rumble, maybe? I think she will at some point, but I think that it'll be a little bit longer, because I think that they might be waiting to like see if the heat goes down on Tessa. So I think that she might like this. I don't know. It's just like, mind you, I haven't seen anything that she's done yet so far on TNA, just because I haven't been keeping up as much. But I just think like with all cases, once the heat dies down, people like you'll see them, like you'll probably see her do something with them once her heat dies down, if it does.
Still in this match,
thank you, David, for asking.
WWE Women's title against the champion Nia Jax.
Hey, Cruz says, look at the shows are 3 hours because the women get more time with their matches now. Good point. Onyx says, I heard Wicked was okay. I want to see Wicked. I really do want to see Wicked. At some point, I'm going to find time to go to the theaters. Daniel says, why isn't her husband who plays Deadpool not defending her? He ended up like bringing him on set, I think, because of how uncomfortable Justin Baldoni was making her, that she ended up bringing Ryan Reynolds with her on set. And I think he had like a producer title or something like that. Yeah. So guys, it's going to get messy. It's going to get ugly. Apparently Justin Baldoni says he has like a bunch of text messages he's going to drop. I don't know. Anyways, seems like Lively over here until proven otherwise.
She just kicked out somehow. And now Naomi looking for the submission move on Nia Jax. Will Jax tap out here?
Almost a modified sort of a body scissors camel clutch here. Jax is in trouble, middle of the ring.
Candice LeRae now looking to try to distract the referee.
Bianca's taking out Candice because she was trying to distract the ref.
Meanwhile, back inside the ring, as the fight happens outside, Nia broke the submission hold inside the ring.
Remember, champion's advantage is in effect. So Jax realizes she can't lose her title on the outside of the ring. She just threw a tag team championship at Belair.
And now Belair driven into the steel steps. Nia's ticked off, and thank goodness for LeRae. If it wasn't for her and the distraction, Nia may have tapped out.
We got Joseph Ramos who says, kind of digging the darker blue ring mat. Yeah, honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't hate it. It's fine. It's not like a, it's not distracting. It's not an eyesore.
Second rope now. Naomi slugging it out with the champion. Tough situation here. Nia Jax lifting Naomi up, looking for a power slam from the second rope.
Ooh, nice. Power slam. That was cool, especially on Nia Jax. Oh, here we go, guys. Will this be a tease, or will it actually finally freaking happen? Here comes Tiffany. Is it going to happen? We've seen very many teases, so we just never know. Is it actually happening this time? Let me hear. No.
Tiffany, what the hell was that?
What?
What'd you do that for?
She took out the referee? What now?
Oh, no!
Oh, she hit Naomi instead?
Tiffany Stratton just blasted Naomi. Candice had the official.
Another tease, guys.
And now Nia Jax with the
He was just helping Nia.
And thanks to Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax.
Yup, another tease.
You're right, Corey.
We've lost. How many teases have they done now? Like 7? I don't know. It feels like 7. I don't know how many they've done, but it's been a minute.
Wow. We all thought Tiffany Stratton was going to cash in Money in the Bank.
All right, now it definitely has to happen at a PLE. And the next one that they do it, it has to happen at the PLE. All right, I'm done trying to guess when this question's going to happen.
And you have spent the last however many weeks questioning Stratton's loyalty to Nia Jax, trying to drive a wedge.
Oh, I love her purple gear too. Oh, it's gorgeous. Wow. I love her gear because if you look at it, it almost looks like the silhouette almost and the lacing and the detail. Oh! Is it actually finally fucking happening? Wait, Bianca's hitting Nia with a KOD? Oh my god, wait. Oh, sick. I love Bianca. But I think that Tiffany, yeah, she's going to take that. Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening. Finally. Come on, Tiffany. Now get in there. Come on, girl. Get in there. She's going for the prettiest moonsault ever. Exciting! Come on, Tiffany! Prettiest moonsault ever! Come on! All right, ready? 1, 2, 3! Yes! She fucking finally did it! Tiffany Stratton cashed in! Yes! Oh, finally! I was like all down thinking she wasn't gonna do it. It finally happened. And the swerve from earlier definitely got us. I know it got me for sure. Yes! I'm so happy for her. Oh my god. Oh, this is officially the new era here. Because Tiffany Stratton is going to be a fucking phenomenal champion. She truly will be a great champion because she is a great wrestler. Oh, I love her. Yeah. Oh my god.
Let's take a look at the
oh my god, how exciting.
And I mean this one being
beautiful. This replay. Beautiful.
Gold, a brand new WWE.
There she is. I'm so happy for Tiffany. Oh my god, from killing it on NXT to being Women's World Champion. It is Tiffany time.
But it is now officially.
That's so great. That's so great. Congrats, Tiffany. Oh my god. Everyone's like, yeah, you love to see it. Congratulations. LOL, Tiffany. I love this. So hooray. Yay, Tiffany. Oh my gosh. That's so great. People are like, is Tiffany a face now? Yes, 100%. We were pretty much anticipating that for a while because of the way that Nia and Candice were treating her. You knew that she was going to you knew they were setting her up for a babyface turn because when she had gotten called up to the main roster, she was a heel, but people were treating her like a babyface, and she was getting babyface reactions. And so the fact that she finally the fact that they were setting her up for a babyface turn so that when she did cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase, that she would get that kind of a reaction and that people would want to cheer for her. So honestly, like Tiffany Stratton could be on a path right now to being one of the top women's baby faces, especially on SmackDown. Of course, on Raw, it's still going to be Rhea Ripley, but on SmackDown, it's going to be Tiffany Stratton. So massive, so glad that they finally did it because you didn't want people to get annoyed of Tiffany like continuously trying to tease the cash in because we were anticipating for like the longest time. So the fact that they finally did it was definitely like, yes, they did it. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. So awesome. Yeah, Mike C says, what a way to kick off the third hour to make sure we are here and alive. I know, right? Like, just in case anybody's energy was going down, it certainly came right back up. At least I know I'm feeling a lot more energetic right now than I was, maybe 20 minutes ago. Because I didn't think that, like, Naomi and Nia didn't necessarily have like a great match by any means. I thought that it was a very, very slow pace. So I was kind of thinking like, damn, like what are we going to do here? Like what's going to happen? And now that I see it, I do think this should have been like the main event, but they probably didn't do it. They probably didn't do it as the main event so that we could fall for the swerve, because with the swerve, it really kind of had everybody sort of like had this feeling of, oh, she's going to cash in to, oh, she did it as another tease again. And then her finally doing it again, then that grabbed people's attention. So I feel like had it been at the main event, then people would have maybe not fallen for it as much as we did, at the top of the third hour. So yeah, so this was definitely cool. Good stuff here. And we got people saying, like, anyone else think that Charlotte's coming through? People want to see Charlotte versus Tiffany Stratton. I know I want to see that. But I don't want to see Charlotte defeat Tiffany. Like, I need to see Tiffany defeat Charlotte. So maybe they'll hold off on it for a second. All right. So we got LeVay Carter. Thank you so much, LeVay, for the super chat. He says, she never loses if she hits the moonsault. Nope. That prettiest moonsault ever. It's called that for a reason, for sure. LeVay, thank you so much for the super chat. We got Ryan Adams who says, Minnesota represent. It's Tiffy time. Let's go. Exactly. Love it. Don says, celebrating Tiffy's cash in. Love it. What a way to kick off 2025. I hope she keeps it for a long time. I think she should. I think she's going to go into WrestleMania as champion. I would love to see if she carried it like through SummerSlam, because I can't think of somebody that I want to see take off the title off of Tiffany. I want Tiffany to be like, she's just so cool, like she looks the way she does. Her gear is like phenomenal. Before she cashed in, that was actually what I was going to say. If you guys remember, I was in the middle of talking about her gear when I realized that the cash in was finally happening. And, whatchamacallit. So I was talking about her gear and how good it looks, like the purple with the lace, and it almost had like a lingerie type of feel to it, Frederick's Hollywood vibe, but in gear form. So she looks the part, she wears great gear, she looks like a star, she's a good wrestler, she's good with everything else, the on-character stuff, all of that. So she really just checks off every single freaking box. So yeah, I'm very, very thrilled, and I think she could be a great champion. And I can see her having like a big year the way that we saw for Liv Morgan this year, especially if they let her truly be like the fighting champion. John Stamey says, Denise, how did I call that? Because I said it would be hilarious. I think like a lot of people were anticipating, and we were talking about it. Like, again, I had expected for it to happen at a PLE because that's just where you feel like it would happen. But again, as I said earlier, if it was going to happen on any SmackDown, this was the SmackDown to do it in. 3 hour SmackDown, first of the year, best SmackDown to do it on, for sure. John, thank you so much. Also, it's gonna give people like a feeling of like, oh shit, maybe I should tune into SmackDown, see what's gonna happen. You need to give that feeling of unpredictability, like that anything can happen factor. John, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, let me see. All right, let's see what else everyone's saying. We got Derek Evans who says that was actually a great cash-in. I agree. All right, let's
of the tribal chiefs.
I'm going to post really quickly on Facebook here.
To a bloodline revered for decades of
post about Tiffany.
There's only one royal family in professional wrestling.
For years, Roman Reigns stood as the unwavering pillar of the Anoa'i family.
From the day that I was born, this has been my birthright. I was the man to lead this family.
Guiding to unprecedented heights.
The bloodline is on top of the world, on top of the business, and has been for years.
But leadership comes at a cost. Doubt and dissent began to grow from within. No longer content to remain in his cousin's shadow, the enforcer became the disruptor.
This family will rule for decades as long as I'm the tribal chief.
Leadership, meant to be earned, was taken by brute force.
Stand against the bloodline at your own peril. Solo Sikoa has built an unstoppable machine. Roman Reigns has been sacrificed at the altar of Solo.
A once dominant family left fractured.
You can't become a tribal chief and there's no tribe.
In case you haven't noticed, Roman, all these people acknowledge me.
Now, the time has come to decisively define the family's future. Not through actions or alliances, but forged in the fire of tribal combat.
This is tribal combat. The only rules are there are no rules.
All right, sorry guys, I was confused. I was like, why isn't Facebook posting my post? But they did post my post. I was like, where is it? Why am I not seeing it? Amazing. All right. Let's see what else we got here in the chat in the meantime.
For 4 years, no one
So
could stand up
fun.
to Roman Reigns. No one even came close. You not only came close, you've taken the
Carol Diggs says, Denise, what do you think about WWE Smackdown? Honestly, it's been a fun show today. I was a little bit nervous heading into today's show, thinking like, oh man, it's 3 fucking hours. Like, how am I going to do this? But no, it's been very, very fun today. A lot of good stuff that came out of the show. What's up, Super Fro? We got Super Fros in the house. Thank you so much to Nate, who's also just sending a super chat. Didn't write a message, but thank you so much, Nate, regardless. Really, really kind of you to do so. Thank you so freaking much.
Head of the table.
Only one.
We got Blake Jessup here who says, Denise, I think Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. I hope so. But again, I don't want to see Charlotte defeat Tiffany Stratton, though. If we do Tiffany versus Charlotte, Tiffany's got to win, guys. We don't need a repeat of WrestleMania 36 when Charlotte defeated Rhea and everybody was so bummed out about that. So if she does face Charlotte, Tiffy for the win, all right? Tiffy for the win. And I'm saying this as a big Charlotte Flair fan. She's actually one of my, I would probably rank her number 2 in terms of my favorites in WWE, because for me, it's Bianca Belair's number 1, and then I put Charlotte Flair number 2. So I'm a big Charlotte Flair fan. And I want her to lose to Tiffany Stratton if she does face her at WrestleMania or whenever she faces her. Regardless, point still stands. Tiffany for the win.
You, Solo! First thing on my mind when I open up my eyes and realize is I love you, Solo!
I can't believe how over the I love you Solo bit is.
What happens when you don't acknowledge the one and only tribal chief? So Monday, when Solo beats Roman's ass, 1, 2, 3, the whole world will acknowledge Solo.
I love you, Solo. Fatu.
Jacob Fatu.
So funny. He does that.
Or with Tama Tonga. And of course, Solo Sikoa.
Like, he's just so believable as like this madman, you know? Hassan is like, just want someone to love me like that. I think we all want to be loved the way that Jacob Fatu loves Solo Sikoa. I love you, Solo. That's so funny.
The following is a 6-man tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu.
July 26th. I love you, Denise. That's funny.
Solo Sikoa leading this team of, well, what Paul Heyman called.
I just had an idea, too. So funny.
Feet before they can start hearing what you're saying, Cole. So just mind your tongue. To the ring. This is a 6-man tag team matchup where Fatu Tonga and Solo Sikoa take on 3 men who've had their differences, but now are allies of the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Sami Zayn, Jimmy and Jey Uso.
Front says, stares at coffee. I love you, sweet and low. All right, guys, next up, we are getting into the 6-man tag team match, the Bloodline versus Sami and Jey and Jimmy. So we're getting close to the end of the show. But before we get to the closing of this show, if you guys need that extra strength to get you further into that next hour, get Blue Chew, promo code Denise. Are you jobbing out in bed? Do you have dreams of main eventing in the sack? Well, have no fear. Blue Chew is here to help you become the champ. Soon you'll make your babyface comeback and get the finish. Blue Chew is the place to go for chewable versions of sildenafil, tadalafil, vardenafil. These ingredients help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer lasting erections for sexual activity. Woo! The chewable tablets help fight off all forms of ED, which can include performance anxiety and maintaining an erection long enough for sex. A Blue Chew subscription includes a free online consultation, 24/7 medical support, a prescription for chewable sildenafil, tadalafil, vardenafil, if approved, and discreet delivery straight to your door every month, all from the comfort of your own home at affordable prices. No more in-person doctor visits, no more waiting for appointments, and best of all, no more awkwardness. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to the description box of this video and click on the link and make sure to use the promo code Denise. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much. Make sure to show some love to Blue Chew, guys. They are my favorite sponsor here on the channel. They're my most supportive sponsors here on the channel, and they make a big difference. So you heard that right. They make a big difference. So give some love to Blue Chew. Would love to claim that that was done on purpose. However, I am not that clever. That was not done on purpose. But when I heard it, I was like, yes, you go, girl. All right. Alrighty. Thank you so much to everyone who's here. I can't. July 26th says incredible ad work. Getting some Blue Chew right now. Do it. Please do it. Do it. All right. Let's go ahead and get into some games in the meantime while we wait for these commercials. We only got a few more commercials, so let's do this. All right. The next game that I want to go ahead and play is, all right, let's do some people had some movie questions. Let's do this one. This one's also from BuzzFeed. It's Movie Buffs. Can you guess 10 out of 10 of these 2024 movies with only one image as a clue? Time to show off what you really know about movies. So here we go. Here's the first one. What movie is this? We also got Dream Ninja 77 who says, okay, but that KOD from Bianca, good Lord, strong AF. Dude, tell me about it. It's always so impressive whenever she does it. Dream Ninja 77, thank you so much for the super chat. All righty, and let's go ahead and get the answer. If you guessed Gladiator 2, you are correct. Tracy, J, Zero, Desi, J Grouse, Dilda Pico, Dustin, Josiah, Tom, Mark, Andrea, Fernando, Michael, Emily, Raphael, Carlos 2, LaVey, and several more got the answer. Let's keep it going. Here's the next one. What movie is this? Oh, I got this one wrong, by the way. Yeah. Like, I got this one wrong. All right. If you guessed the answer as Wicked, you are correct. Oh, it looks like a bunch of people got this one wrong too. Because a lot of people put If like me, but no, it is Wicked. Rally Cap got that. Super Fro got that. And let's see, Fernando Zayas, Dustin Branch. Good job, guys. A lot of people got it wrong. Like me, because I got it wrong too.
The Raw post show immediately following Raw.
What? They're doing a post show? Man, they're trying to steal my viewers, bro. What the hell? I'm like, what the hell? I want them to do a post show.
LA Knight.
Like-
If I could have just a moment of time. We saw you attack Shinsuke Nakamura. I ain't got time for any of that because the man they call the megastar is in the building in Phoenix. And what that means is Shinsuke Nakamura's got hell to pay, and pay hell he most certainly will. Now I'm guessing you want to know what
Super Fro says maybe it's like Raw talk. 100%. They're not gonna really review Raw. You know what I mean? Not gonna happen. And if they do, it's gonna be like
exactly why I did that.
the way that WWE would.
Nakamura saw fit to come on out and blindside me every chance he could, take advantage of my back turned every time he could, and then what did he do? He slid right in.
Tiger Claw Gaming says their post show is on YouTube. They can
my man. Every time I see Nakamura,
mine and Santi's post show is better.
Until I get what I want. Well, guess what? I got what I want. Next week, it goes down. U.S. Championship, Nakamura.
Thank you, Tiger Claw.
LA
Says,
Knight,
don't worry, I'm
it's
staying with you,
going
Denise.
down.
Thank
And
you.
From there, I set my sights on the Royal Rumble and taking my place, my rightful place in the main event of WrestleMania. Because 2025 is going to roll, my man. And anybody who gets in the way of that train, getting smacked back to factory settings. And that is just a fact of life. Yeah.
Yeah. Infamous Raider Local says something going down big if they do in a post show. And also my son says hi, Denise. Oh, hello to your son.
Because the megastar
Happy Friday.
will receive an opportunity
Family
to
night. I
once
love
again
it.
become United States champion. Standing in his way.
Oh, next Friday, Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight for the United States Championship. Oh, come on. LA Knight's got to take that title back, right? Come on now.
Sikoa, that man will still be tribal chief. Takes on Roman Reigns on the Monday Night Raw debut on Netflix Monday night in Tribal Combat. But right now, he's got to deal with a six-man tag team match.
Thank you, Andrew, who says yours is better. Woo! Woo! Like, yeah, Santi and I have been having fun on Mondays. It's been a good time so far. This Monday will obviously be a little different, guys, because I am going to be at the show. So the timing will be a little bit different for the podcast, but keep an eye out. I'll make sure to promote it and let you guys know on social media what the plan is. Because again, I will be at Raw this Monday in person. So yeah, I got to figure out what's going on with that and what the plan is.
They can't see me. I think Tama Tonga's looking this way, Cole. You better be careful.
Don says no yeeting tonight. It goes on way too long. I completely forgot to yeet. I don't want to yeet tonight. I don't got that kind of energy. I've been sitting here for 2 hours and 35 minutes. I don't got yeeting energy, guys. Not today. Not today. John says they want $260 for Madison Square Garden Raw Lower Bowl. All tickets are so expensive right now, guys. It is hard to get cheap tickets. It is hard. Like, I was looking at the prices for the Raw Netflix show. So expensive. So expensive. Mark P says, will they be doing a presser? I'm assuming they are. I'm assuming they are too. For the Netflix Raw premiere, I think they are doing a presser, but they haven't announced anything, so I'm not really too sure. That's why I was like, you know, keeping, that's why I haven't promoted what time I'm doing my review, because if they do a presser, then I'm going to stay longer over there. Then plus I still have to drive home. So yeah, so that's why like my post show is either going to be super late or it's going to be like the next morning. So I don't know yet.
Sami Zayn has these guys turned around so fast.
We got Bailey Darley who says, let's see Denise mess up like the lights. Wait, what? I'm so confused, Bailey. What? It's funny. Thank you, Bailey. John says your next day post shows always do well. Yeah, they don't do bad, but I do feel like the post shows immediately after do better. But then the next day, Wednesday, they what do you call it? They still do well. They still do fine. Plus, oh yeah, they garner like a different audience because there's a lot of people that obviously don't watch super late at night, but they can watch like the following day. So if anything, if I end up staying for anything that happens after Raw, then the post show will be the next day. So again, keep an eye out because I don't really know what the plan is.
Solo got beat. I think it's about time you and everybody else put the respect on Solo's name.
Nick Diesel says, where are you watching SmackDown? So I watch SmackDown on Stream Direct TV. It's just easier for me to watch SmackDown that way. But you have to have like a Direct TV account, and then you can stream on their Stream Direct TV website.
But for now, what Paul Heyman said earlier,
Serbasha's like, Sammy's just here for the vibes, for real. Stuart Bridgman says Raw this week is basically a PLE. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Definitely what it feels like.
and then he brought in these
Look at Solo Sikoa. It's like watching, like he's so jealous. Like he secretly wants to be eating too. He just doesn't want to make it obvious. But he also wishes he was eating. Oh, Bailey Darley says, when I had to dance to make the lights come on. That's right. I completely forgot about that. That was the second Raw post show that I did with Santi. And I was in Dallas and my hotel had those automatic lights that would like turn on and off. Oh my gosh. And they would turn off after a certain amount of time. So I had to like wave my arms up in the air and do something so that the motion detector could detect me. And the lights would turn back on.
In front of our announce table,
oh no, my
fury
earring.
in his eyes like
What
a
the
caged
hell?
animal. Solo
My
Sikoa
earring
in
fell.
no hurry to start this matchup against Jimmy, Jay, and Sandy. As the
How did that happen?
11,000 plus the
No.
party with Usos.
I also lost the little P. Aw, damn.
Jimmy remembers what the bloodline, that the new bloodline did to him. Jey Uso knows that the new bloodline cost him the
Hopefully he doesn't fall again.
championship. Well, the reality that the Usos
God, these
don't seem
bangs
to
are
realize
immense.
come Tuesday morning.
Ugh.
They be begging.
I am
for a
not
spot
banging
at the
today.
table
This is
from
not
Solo
happening today.
Sikoa.
They're so fucked up
Junior
today.
foregone
There's no
conclusion,
way around it.
writing off Solo Sikoa when the match
This
just
is all I
getting
can
started.
do.
I didn't write the man off. I said I would
This is just not
acknowledge
banging
it.
today.
It
The
was
bangs are not
Roman
banging.
Reigns in tribal combat.
John says, I used to work at a warehouse in 2008 and they installed those light sensors in the whole warehouse. The whole warehouse? Wow, they really didn't think that through, did they? Wow. Cadillac Carson says, man, I'm not sure about these 3-hour SmackDown idea. These entrances are so long now. Yeah, they got time. They got time to do their entrances. This one's been going on for a long time too. But it feels like I didn't realize how long Jey Uso's entrance was until last week when I yeeted the whole time.
Capacity crowd is jacked and ready for this matchup.
All right, finally, we're starting this match. This entrances for this, I think, started at like 7:22, if I'm correct, and the bell rang at 7:37.
For the moment, we got a standoff.
Yeah.
Good luck, Charles Robinson. And here we go.
Thank you so much, Janica. Terrell Dick says, do you like SmackDown 2 hours or 3 hours? 2 hours, my friend. 2 hours. I do like 2 hours.
The new bloodline's gonna have to regroup.
John says, you mean 10:32 and 10:37? No, I'm pretty sure it started at 10:22. I mean 7:22. I'm pretty sure it's at the 22 mark because I looked at the clock and I was like, wow, that's super fucking early. But yeah. All right, we're back on a commercial break. So let's go ahead and play some games. Let's speed this up. Here we go. We're back on the Can You Guess the Movie with only one image as a clue. So here's the next one. Oh my God. Imagine if I didn't have games to play. I have no idea what I would talk about during the commercials. Like, no idea. No idea what I would be talking about. That's so funny. John says, emphasis on the 10. No, dude, I'm in the West Coast. It's 7 o'clock for me. I'm on that West Coast hour. All right, let me go ahead and see what everybody got for the answers. If your answer was Inside Out, you were correct. Let's see, Josiah WB, Emily, Rally Cap, Tom, Superfro, Desi Baby, Her daughter's like, it's Inside Out too. Fernando Zayas, Melissa Cabello, Infamous, Jay Moscow, Sean, Bailey, Mark, Despicable Me, LaVey Carter, and more got that one. All right, let's keep it going. Here's the next one. Which movie is this? By the way, I did really well in this game. Like, I got a lot of them right. I was so proud of myself. All right, and the answers are coming in. If your answer was Furiosa Max, what is it? A Max Mad Saga. That is the correct answer. Andrew Buckley got that. Vin, Jay, Don, Rally Cap. Let me see. Mike C, Zune Popular, Dill, Infamous Raider Loco, Mark Q, Josiah, Tom, Bill, Chris, McDiesel. Dion's like, I'm jealous. It's 10:40 in Florida. Yeah, that's the one thing that I really like about being out here is that things are very early for me. Sean, Herman, Austin, LeVay, Raphael, and Super Fro. Good job, everyone. All righty, and let's get to the next one. This is, here we go. Which one is this one? Hello to Denise. Thank you so much for hopping onto the stream. BTW, guys, if you're here and you're having a good time, please subscribe to the channel. I'm constantly live. I'm constantly streaming, creating content, interviews, all sorts of videos. So please do subscribe. All right. Here we go. If you chose the Fall Guy as the answer, you are correct. V Pool got that. McDizo, J Moscow, LeVay Carter, Josiah WB, Don, Dr. Beardenstein, Zune Popular, Vin, Rally Cap, Emily, Austin, Tom, Fernando, Daniel, Sean, Dill, Zeno Hour, Raphael, Superfro, Chris, and Mark P. All right, and we're back on SmackDown.
Down, and now the match is underway, and this is Jey
we'll
Uso
continue this after.
From his brother Jimmy.
You can probably finish it, given that I'm sure we still have at least 2 to 3 commercials left. Also, I want to thank Demon Murder, by the way, for the super chat. He says, bangs ain't bang. The bangs ain't banging, bro, at all. Not today. And I had a feeling, too, because I could tell when I was getting ready that they weren't really doing what they were supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? They're just not so annoying because got bangs for a reason, but they just don't want to bang. Demon Murder. Thank you. My bangs need Blue Chew, by the way, so they can bang. Demon Murder, thank you so much for the super chat, man.
Loyal to the man, as is Jacob Fatu. Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu will tell you this really saved Jacob's life, saved his career, brought him on board, gave him a second chance at everything, and Solo is shows loyalty at every turn for Solo Sikoa because of that.
Matt Logan's like, I don't know how I'm going to fit in all this wrestling in over the next 24 hours. Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, guys. A lot. Like Wrestle Kingdom, Collision, Wrestle Dynasty. That's all happening, like, and then SmackDown. All like right now in the next 24 hours. And Dr. Beardenstein says, hot to us spit on them bangs. I'm never gonna be unable to think of that now. I'm never gonna be able to think of that. Oh my god. Hot to us on them bangs. I think Dr. Beardenstein has comment of the week for today. Comment of the week. All right, let's see this match.
Getting involved there. Solo converted it, Corey, on Monday night. If he can beat Roman Reigns.
BTW, immediately after this, I am doing the post show with Robin Lundberg. And we're going to try to do something new today. I'm going to try to keep the post show at 30 minutes because I'm trying something new. So if you guys see that we kind of do a shorter post show, that's the reason. I'm trying to do shorter SmackDown post shows because I clip them out into videos, and YouTube tends to promote videos that are not as long, a little bit more than the longer videos. So I'm trying to get the algorithm to be like, hey, let's promote this video. So I'm going to try to keep the SmackDown reviews a little bit shorter.
At the expense of Solo Sikoa. Solo has been pretty damn dominant without his big brothers lately. And I don't mean that as disrespect to the Usos. I'm a big fan. But let's just call reality reality.
And now again, just making Jimmy suffer as Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time with this match too, to be honest.
Here's to send a message to Roman.
Solo right now has an iron grip on the trapezius muscle of Jimmy Uso.
Leather Hitman says, wait, SmackDown over, is it not? No, it's 3 hours now, guys. SmackDown is a 3-hour show now, so we're still watching SmackDown. Yep, still watching SmackDown.
Top of the cage with a splash. Now separation. Jimmy needs to make a tag. Here comes Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn teeing off on Solo Sikoa.
Bailey Darley says Last Coast SmackDown commentary. Is it going to ride? Believe so, right? With Pat McAfee? That's what they're doing? Believe so. Thank you, Bailey.
Here comes the tenacious Sami Zayn, but a right by Solo just dropped him.
Sami now set across the ring off the second rope. Leapfrog up over the top and a big clothesline by Sami. And now Sami's starting to build a bit of momentum here.
Dylan Johnson says, can't wait for Ross versus Julia too. Oh, I can't wait to watch them wrestle. It's going to be so exciting. New Year's Eve is also looking like a good show. And I've had like a 2-week break from NXT, so I'm going to watch NXT. I'm going to be covering NXT again starting this Tuesday because NXT landed on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, so it's just like, you know, taking a break from that. All right, we're back on a commercial break. And now we're going to go ahead and let's see, get into the rest of these games here. So let's continue on. Once again, can you guess the name of the movie with just one image as the clue? And if you get 10 out of 10, well, then you are a movie buff. So here we go. Here's the next one. Which movie is this? Alrighty, if you guessed Beetlejuice, you are correct. Beetlejuice is the answer. We got Don the Visionary, we got B-Pool, we got Zune Popular, we got Jay Moscow, Josiah WB, we got LeVay Carter, Daniel Mullenix, Infamous Raider Loco, Tracy WB, Andrea Price, Emily, Leather Hitman, Dr. Beardenstein, McDiesel, Sean, Bailey, Tom, Chris, Raphael, Larice, Mark QP, Austin Wright, Dill the Pickle, and Chris Hulsinger. All right, let's keep it going. Here's the next one. What movie is this? Also, if you're here and you haven't clicked that subscribe button, please click that subscribe button. Come join the channel, especially if you love all pro wrestling. I try to cover as much as I possibly can. So yes, please subscribe. I'm on the road to 200,000, or at least I'm trying to be on the road to 200,000. So, all right, guys, if you guessed the answer was Civil War, then you are correct. Jay Moscow got that. V Pooh got that. Josiah WB, Andrea Price, Big G, Daniel, Tom Mulligan, McDiesel, and who else? LeVay, Raphael, Sean, Bailey, Keon, Mark, Austin, Chris, and there you go. All right, let's keep it going. Here's the next one. Alrighty, if you guess Deadpool and Wolverine, you are correct. Let's see. Zune Popular got that. Infamous Raider Loco. Josiah WB. Josiah WB got that. Dustin Branch. Job K Cahoon. LeVay Carter. Mick Diesel. Daniel. And Jay Moscow, Don, Dr. Beardenstein, Big G, Andrea, and Tom and Endler. All right, we're back on SmackDown. Here we go. I hope these games are making the commercials go by faster for you guys, by the way. That's what they're here for. So hopefully it's working.
By Solo Sikoa. Crawls to the cup. Look to the leg now on Sammy, who kicks out. It's coming Monday. Solo Sikoa. All the critics to shame. If he can knock off Roman Reigns in tribal combat for the Ulafala to become the real tribal chief. It's the Monday Night Raw debut on Netflix in Los Angeles.
The Ulafala may not have been given or bestowed upon Solo Sikoa.
John says it should be illegal to show a Dunkin' commercial at 10:50 at night. For real, it is so hard to reject, like, you know, junk food, especially at night. At night, it's so hard. You're just like, I could use a donut. I could go for a bag of chips. I could go for a cookie. Bad idea. Bad idea.
One of the maybe the most vicious of this group. Look at it.
Absolutely relentless. How do you contend with this? My God, Sammy's being mauled right now.
Tonga just beating the daylights out of Sami Zayn.
Charles Robinson right there keeping a close eye on the situation.
Now, if that wasn't bad, look who's in. Jacob Fatu.
Or whatever's left of Sami Zayn's brain to scramble, the Samoan werewolf will happily do.
Come on, buddy.
This match is so slow.
He's one of the most frightening individuals I've ever
Thank you, Jacob Fatu. He's like, I heard you, Denise. Don't worry, I got you, girl. Let me hit some hard. Let me do some hard hitting action.
Anybody else isn't telling him any different.
We saw Meechin working earlier tonight. I don't think that was that.
I'm going to just pretend you didn't compare whatever Jacob Fatu just did to Meechin earlier in the night.
Tag, here comes Solo.
Leon Davis says we're going to be watching Netflix WWE Raw this Monday. I will be at the show, guys. So I will be at the show. So when you tune in here and you're looking for the watch along, I will not be here for a watch along this Monday because I will be at the show. Anthony Soli says, congratulations to Tiffany Stratton. A big highlight for today, for sure. A big highlight.
Jey Uso. And look at this now. Blue Thunder Bomb by Sammy. Can he make a tag?
I have no idea where Sammy gets this.
John says, are you going to get the Punk in LA shirt? Oh, I didn't know they had that. I'll look for it, and if it is there, then I will get it.
Solo tag Tonga. Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, legal for his team.
Zay Cruz says, being reported by PW Insider, Sean is working on verifying the report, but as of now, the 2026 Royal Rumble is being held in Saudi Arabia. Bruh. Wild. Honestly, though, let's be real. If it does happen, a lot of us saw it coming. Not even surprised. Just sucks, you know, because you know I won't be there. I won't be there. You know, it probably wouldn't be smart for me to go someplace where it could be kind of dangerous, you know, especially as a me.
Double team. And now Jacob Fatu back into the ring. Fatu. Uso sent him over the top rope.
Oh my God.
Jimmy hit hard too.
That's tough to tell who got the
now from behind. Tonga gonna roll up Jey Uso to kick out at 2. Jey Uso now. Oh, neck breaker. Cover. Hook of the leg. Kick out by Tonga.
Take a look at this. Jey Uso. That neck breaker.
Alvin White Jr. says that doesn't work for me, brother.
Meanwhile, Jacob Fatu, sorry, Corey, just ripped Jimmy Uso off the apron and drove him into the barricade, and Sami Zayn now gets involved.
Sami gets
bang!
Face full of steel for his troubles.
There have been bodies flying everywhere in this six-man tag match.
Tama Tonga from behind.
Jey Uso, face
no.
first off the post. Tama Tonga, bang! DDT for the win. Cover now. Hook of the leg. Kick out.
Take a look at this variation on the DDT by Tama Tonga.
Someone just tweeted me, it's Tiffy 25, not 2025. It's Tiffy 25. That's funny. It's Tiffy 25.
Jacob Fatu now in the ring. We look on from the Footprint Center here in Phoenix. This is a moment where we'll barking at the WWE fan. And acknowledge Solo! Claims that Jay will acknowledge Solo.
We're down to the last 5 minutes of SmackDown. So far we did all right, guys. We did all right. As soon as the show's done and Robin Lundberg gets in here, we're going to go ahead and get into SmackDown, do a review, and then that'll be it for the night. So hopefully some of you guys will stick around for the review and we'll have a good time.
Use the rope to stand up, and it looks like his legs weren't underneath him. The werewolf might be rocked.
Ooh.
And now Jey Uso backing it on up. Jimmy gonna join him, and Sami Zayn as well.
I love how Sami Zayn really is an honorary Uso. He really is Sami Uso. He just fits in so well.
It's Sami now, and Jay blasting Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa off the apron. Little Uso shuffle there. Incoming!
Stuart Bridgman says, are you on Busted Open tomorrow? Yes, I will be on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Saturday and Sunday. Keon Davis, thank you so much for the kind comment, by the way.
Uso splash! Cover on Jacob Fatu, who kicks out at 2.
Cole, I'd love to see another angle of that. Jimmy Uso delivering the splash. Notice he put his feet underneath him. Maybe this is a little bit of a mental hangover from War Games, suffering the foot injury.
Exactly, the broken toe. He came off with a splash off the top of the cage.
I don't know if
No,
Jimmy's
there goes
trying
Fatu to
protect
the
his
top.
foot or just protect himself, but either way, he better start praying.
And there's a splash from Jacob Fatu.
Man, Fatu's working. Yes, moonsault.
A man that big shouldn't move like that. Cover. Sami Zayn.
John says, I'll listen to you tomorrow in the morning in the car while I go get Dunkin'. You're like, all this talk about Dunkin'. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and get me some Dunkin'.
That's the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. And had it not been for Sami Zayn,
I always wake up super early before Busted Open to eat breakfast. Because I can't. There's no way I could do a 3-hour show without eating. Hells no. I always eat breakfast every morning. I do it before I do anything. So I'm going to wake up, make some eggs. It'll be good. Much as I would love Dunkin', though. But probably wouldn't be smart of me to be eating Dunkin' at 5 in the morning. Or maybe it would. Bailey Darley says, SmackDown has been good until this match. Yeah, this match is a little bit slow, guys. Like, you know they're going to go hard like the last minute, but this match has been incredibly slow. Incredibly slow. Very, very slow.
Tonight to confront Cody Rhodes, who has Jey Uso Monday night on the Raw debut on Netflix, causes a distraction, at least momentarily. And Jey Uso goes right after Drew McIntyre.
All right, guys. So there you have it. Sean did put out the report that, did confirm that Royal Rumble 2026 will be in Saudi Arabia.
Nobody home.
Wild.
Pop up, Samoan drop.
Launched into the heavens, covered by.
All right, there you guys have it. PW Insider's report was correct, which honestly I anticipated that because PW Insider has a really good track record of their reports are usually very spot on. Mike Johnson does some really great work. Very nice guy too, by the way. So honestly, once I saw it was PW Insider, I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be right.
As a sacrifice to the tribal chief Solo Sikoa.
So what that means, guys, is support my Royal Rumble content from this year because you won't be getting it next year. So support the Royal Rumble content you see this year because next year you ain't going to get any from me. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
Uso, fair! But Jay doesn't realize, well, maybe, I'm not sure if he realizes that Jay.
All right, Jay's going to the top.
So much chaos occurring at the moment of the tag.
Mark Hughes says, how's the women's Royal Rumble going to work? They're all going to wear the gear that they normally work when they're over there, the long sleeve bodysuits. Sammy didn't make it on time.
Here are your winners, the Bloodline.
Solo Sikoa with a definitive statement to Roman Reigns. He slays Jey Uso tonight. Roman Reigns, you're next.
Yeah, this main event was not good, by the way. I thought, like, a lot of the show was great, but this main event did not deliver at all, in my opinion. Like, there were some fun moments, like when Jacob Fatu did his splash, his moonsault. All of that was very, very fun, but it doesn't seem like there was really anything else to write home about.
Into the future. Could the same fate await the OTC?
Yeah, I agree with John. It was a flat ending. Yeah. I think that maybe Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton Nia Jax and Naomi probably should have been the main event. Just so they could have ended with a little bit more of a spark, you know?
It is Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. In a deeply personal
Oh my gosh, our next big show that we'll be watching will be Raw on Netflix. Again, I won't be doing a watch along for that, guys, because I will be at the show. Your girl will be there, so I will try to do some different type of content to make sure that you're on my Instagram page, because I'll be posting on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So follow on social media for that kind of coverage next for Monday, because yeah, I'll be a little preoccupied. I'll be a little preoccupied.
We've ever seen in WWE.
Thank you so much, Sir Bosch. He says, thanks for this watch along. So much fun. Yeah. So glad.
Monday Night Raw. History in the making. Live Monday night on Netflix.
Oh, they punched that Netflix. Alrighty, and let me end the stream here. We're about to get into the post-show review. I'm waiting for Robin to get in here, and as soon as Robin gets in here, we will go ahead and start the show. But in the meantime, give me 1 second while I set up my light really quickly. Give me 1 second. Everybody can just hang out. Alrighty. Oof. Okay. Oh, here's Robin. Hey, Robin. Damn, you were quick this time.
What up? Yeah,
How are you?
Last week I was in a foreign territory. Well, like wasn't in my.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were with the in-laws, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's do this, guys. Welcome to the post show. Let me get everything ready here really quickly. Where is Robin's little overlay? You guys are seeing the behind the scenes, but don't worry, we'll get right into it. Robin, where are you? Oh, there you go. I named all the overlays by everybody's co-host name, and I was looking at everybody. I was like, where the hell is Robin? All right, but we got this. Here we go. Let's start this stream. Ready, guys? In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. SmackDown, the first 3-hour SmackDown and the first SmackDown of WWE 2025 is officially in the books. What's up, everyone? I'm Denise Salcedo. I'm joined by Robin Lundberg, and we are here to break down this pretty newsworthy show. At least there was one big thing that happened that I cannot wait to get into. But first and foremost, Robin, how are you?
Well, I'm doing well because of that one big thing you mentioned, right? Yeah, I'm doing well in general, but there are certain moments that just get you hyped, right? I was popping. I was jumping around the house. I ran upstairs, grabbed my daughter, rewound that segment to make sure she saw that. I just thought the Tiffany cash-in was flawlessly executed. Not just the cash-in, but the fact that the cash-in came after what was an excellent match between Naomi and Nia Jax. Their chemistry was great. They worked really well together. I thought Naomi had some awesome sequences in that match. I thought the Bianca Belair KOD, that's just an impressive thing to do to a human being of Nia Jax's size. And then you get the pump fake cash in, and you and I were just talking about this last week. It's like, how many of these can you do? But it worked flawlessly because they did that pump fake, and then you get the real Tiffany cash in and the Tiffany win. And that was money. That was really well done.
Yeah, I was so thrilled that they finally did it, because I think people were like, okay, how many more times are they going to tease this cash? And like, they teased it at so many of these PLEs. And you were just thinking, like, when are they finally going to do it? So before we get into the Tiffany Stratton cashing, because that is our big topic of the day, Robin, I do want to get your thoughts on how you felt about the 3-hour SmackDown here tonight and some of the changes that we saw on the show, which really, the only changes were the fact that we now have a blue mat on the ring, and also it seemed like we had a lot more backstage segments with people. Some of the entrances, some people said, felt a little bit longer, so they're definitely letting things breathe a lot more, where the show doesn't feel, I guess you can say, as rushed. But overall, how'd you feel about the 3-hour SmackDown?
Well, I mean, I didn't feel like it dragged at all tonight. I mean, in part because of that cash-in. The test of a 3-hour show is, can you do it on a weekly basis? You know you can do it sometimes. I mean, I didn't doubt that they could put on a good 3-hour product. The question is, can you do it consistently? The difference is minimal. You know what I'll point out as a difference? I felt like there was more done with the DIY Motor City Machine Guns matchup, Pretty Deadly, like just a little bit more of the dynamic there. And I've talked about Pretty Deadly in the past. They entertain me. I think they're amusing. I could see them doing more. And you got a taste of them possibly doing more. You got a taste of them sort of expanding the feuds in the tag division, making it feel wider, making it feel a little bit more important. So I think it's subtle stuff like that rather than like one big thing. And then if you want to talk about the one big thing, the time that Tiffy Time got. That, I don't know what that was, but that match,
it was 19 minutes and 32 seconds.
Okay, yeah. So there, wow, you had it.
Oh my God. I have the times are like literally right there. So I'm just like, oh, there they are, 19 minutes and 32 seconds.
Which is a long time for a TV match on WWE TV. So I think, that's another thing, like a little subtle thing that you can get more what feels like a PLE worthy moment. Because I think that whole thing, that felt like a PLE match and it felt like a PLE worthy moment. That's stuff you can do with 3 hours. But the verdict on the time will be if it can stand the test of time.
So let's go ahead and get into the big highlight of today. And that is that Tiffany Stratton finally successfully cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase, and it's officially Tiffy time because she is the WWE Women's Champion. And here's the way that this played out, because this was kind of fun. So follow me here. We had Nia Jax versus Naomi, which truthfully, Robin, I'm so glad that I heard you say you liked the match. Personally, I did not think that Nia Jax and Naomi was as good as I thought it was going to be, only because I thought that it was very slow paced and most of the match was Nia Jax on the offense, and I just did not love that. I think had we seen a little bit more of Naomi's style in the match, I think that would have made the match just a little bit better. So I think had they gotten right to the action, I would have been more sold on the actual matchup. But basically what we had out there was Bianca was out there, Candice LeRae was out there. The only person we had not seen throughout the night was Tiffany Stratton. And usually she's kind of hanging about, but this time she was not seen. And I feel like that was probably the biggest indicator that, hey, it was actually going to happen, the cash in here today, because again, we had not seen Tiffany Stratton. So she comes out during this match, right? And she teases the cash in, but then out of nowhere, she gives the briefcase to the referee, but then she hits the referee. And I'm thinking, wait, girl, you just what? Like, what are you doing? And all of a sudden she hits Naomi and she helps out Nia Jax. She helps Nia Jax get this win. And you're looking at this and you're going like, what? It's another freaking swerve. Like, this is another tease. And so you had the moment of, oh my God, she's going to cash in, to all of a sudden you're like, oh, no, she's not. But then this is where it got good because Bianca went in there, hit the KOD on Nia Jax, which, like you said, looked phenomenal. Every time she does the KOD on someone like Nia Jax, it just looks a lot more impressive. But then Bianca decides to use that opportunity, gets rid of Bianca, tosses her over the commentary table, and she goes to the referee and cashes in the briefcase. She hits her prettiest moonsault ever, and bam, 1, 2, 3, she defeats Nia Jax, and she is the champion now. Robin, I loved the way that they swerved this here because I thought, oh, it's just another tease. And the moment that she came back into the matchup, I thought, oh, this is freaking great. Like the moment she hit Nia Jax and Candice LeRae with the actual briefcase, that moment it just hit so freaking hard, and everyone knew what was about to happen next.
Well, they swerved the audience, and Tiffany Stratton swerved Nia Jax.
Yes.
Right? So it's a double swerve in a sense where the character is swerved because, you know, she thinks that Tiffany helped her. And then you think, oh, they're back together and all this. And then meanwhile, she double crosses her, which sets up a future feud between those two, obviously, and they swerved the audience. But I disagree. I thought the match was excellent. I think Nia's offense, the power offense worked. I liked some of the counters that Naomi did to it. I have no complaint. That's an A+ for me. From beginning to end, match to finish, to cash in, to KOD, A+ for me. That's as good as professional wrestling gets.
All right. With that being said, now a lot of people are wondering, hey, are we going to see Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania? I think that's the question on everybody's mind now. And Robin, I really hope we do see it. And I had said this, whether it happens at WrestleMania, whether it happens at SummerSlam, I don't know when or where it's happening. But whenever it does happen, though, I want Tiffany Stratton to successfully defeat Charlotte Flair because I truly think that Tiffany Stratton has what it takes to be the biggest female babyface on the SmackDown roster because she just checks off every single freaking box. And to me, that is so important. And she just has the look that you want in a WWE superstar. She has the skill. She's such an entertaining wrestler. So I know that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see her carry the belt for a long time too. I want to see her have as hot as a year as Liv Morgan, for example, who had one of the hottest 2024 years that anybody could have had. I can see Tiffany Stratton basically having a year like that if she holds the title long enough and they really have her out there as a fighting champion. If she just goes in there and starts wrestling with a bunch of different people, shows what she can do, I think that she could be one of the best champions that we've had. And I think, it's been a minute since we've gotten that because in my opinion, I think that one of the last best champions was Bianca Belair. I love Bianca as champion because she kind of got a little bit more time to hold the championship, to have the championship matches. With Io and Bailey, they kind of didn't do that much with them. So it's been a minute since I feel like they've really, really, truly invested in a champion and making them as big and as strong as they possibly could. So for you, looking at this, now that we're at Tiffy time, what do you want to see from Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah, no, I think Tiffany Stratton's clearly the total package. I think she's already there from the support of the fans. You've seen it. It goes back to the Elimination Chamber in Australia, and it was paid off tonight, and the reaction that you get. Shout out to Nia Jax, who I thought did a good job with the title reign and the Queen of the Ring and all those bits. Other than the War Games match, that's my one drawback and complaint because I can't get those chair shots out of my head sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But I think Nia Jax did a nice job as champion there. But, I mean, to what you're saying, so you were assuming a Charlotte Flair surprise return and Rumble win? Because to me, the other player that I see being built back up is also Io Sky in the meantime. So I think when you're talking about WrestleMania main events, maybe it's some combination in that regard. And obviously you also had that Rhea Ripley exchange too. So a lot of different variables to play with.
Yeah, I can see, like, if Io were to win the Royal Rumble, for sure I see her going after Rhea. If Charlotte were to win the Rumble, I definitely see her going after Tiffany. So it's excited. I feel like we're finally in a position where we're like, okay, what can happen in the Rumble? What are the possibilities? What can we actually see happen? So yeah, it's starting to get really exciting. But let's go ahead and see what everybody has been saying here in the Super Chats. We got Bailey Darley here who says, video on Netflix Raw, ? behind the scenes. Ooh, I will definitely try to do something like that. I think that's a really clever idea, Bailey. We got Heidi Ho in the building. Thank you so much, Heidi Ho, for this very generous super chat. It says, be right back. Got to go set all my clocks to Tiffy time. Dude, for reals, it's officially that time. And, we waited so long for this to happen. So I feel like the fact that they finally delivered, the cash-in was very freaking cool. And the fact that it also happened on this SmackDown, this was the best SmackDown for it to happen because they also proved that unpredictability is there, right? Like, you got to have shows like this where there's things that you don't expect to necessarily happen on a SmackDown that do happen on a SmackDown.
Well, and you also don't want SmackDown to fall all the way behind Raw. All the promo has been around Raw. So you didn't leave this SmackDown like it was an afterthought on the road to Raw. And I think that was an important thing. It was a memorable moment. It makes you anticipate what's going to happen in future shows rather than just what's happening Monday night, and building towards the Rumble and the future feuds. Because I did see when they promoted the Rumble, I was like, oh, wow. It's right there. It's less than a month away now, the Royal Rumble. So, and I feel like the Royal Rumble always feels like the accelerator pedal, right? Like that's when all systems are go.
Exactly. We got Matt Logan here who says, finally, Tiffany cashes in and locks. And it looks like time stood still as she was waiting for them to ring the bell. Honestly, I just love the way that they executed. I think they did such a great freaking job with everything. But yeah, it took a second for them to ring the bell. Like, we were waiting for her and she was standing there like, come on, hurry. Like, she was trying to hit her prettiest moonsault ever. So yeah, it did take a minute there for that to happen, but they eventually got it. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says, the first 3-hour SmackDown proved to me that SmackDown should have stayed 2 hours. The highlight is Tiffany cashing in, and after that, the show went downhill. I did not love the main event, and since we just saw that, I might as well bring it up. For the closing of the show, we ended up seeing the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga defeat Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. Dude, I thought this was such a slow-paced tag team match. Once Jacob Fatu got in there, we did get to see some cool moments, the splash, the moonsault. That was all fine and dandy, but I thought there was a whole lot of nothing for this to be the main event. I kind of felt like it fell flat towards the end. Like, it didn't feel like there was a major note of some sort, because especially when you think about what the big highlight of the show was, like Sheldon said, it was Tiffany Stratton. And that's kind of about it. But there was other stuff that we did like, just not as big of highlights.
Yeah, no, I think this was more in the vein of building towards Raw. I think that was the purpose of that match, to put Solo over again, to set up the Roman Solo confrontation on Raw for the Tribal Chief, for the Ulafala. That was with the Paul Heyman promo earlier in the show too, was related to that. I'm digging the Jacob Fatu, I love you Solo bit. That's kind of funny to me.
It is hitting so well. That is my favorite thing. The I love you Solo, especially the way he does it with so much freaking passion. Somebody joked in our watch along. They were like, "Oh, I wish somebody would love me as much as Solo Sikoa. As much as Jacob Fatu loves Solo Sikoa." And let's be honest, that's all what we're striving for right over here. But yeah, you mentioned that Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa segment. I actually very much enjoyed this because I thought there were certain things that Paul Heyman mentioned that I was surprised that he mentioned. Like when he said the whole prison line, about the prison line with Jacob Fatu, because as we all know, that was kind of what kept Jacob Fatu from being in WWE for so long, was that he had, I think it was a burglary that he had done, and that was still on his record. And, for a long time, they didn't want him in the company because of that. However, he had been so young when that happened. So many years passed by, and he proved himself to, be mature and obviously be a different person now. So, that's forgiven. But the fact that Paul Heyman mentioned it, I thought, holy cow, I didn't think Paul Heyman would go there. And the other big thing that came out of this Paul Heyman Solo Sikoa bit is that Paul Heyman is now on the line in this tribal combat match, because Solo Sikoa basically said, like, if I defeat Roman Reigns, you're going to be the one to put the Ulafala on me, and you're going to have to acknowledge and come to me as your tribal chief. So now it's like Paul Heyman's future is on the line on this match.
Well, I think the point of referencing the Jacob Fatu rap sheet or record, if you will, is to only enhance the danger that you feel around Jacob Fatu, blurring that sort of line of reality in the show. And I think that was the purpose there. And then, of course, Paul Heyman has always been an instrumental character throughout the Bloodline saga. So it only makes sense that he is involved in that match, which I'm curious to see what they do there. Like, is that just Roman going over and we're ending this? Or are you using that to catapult to what's next? Because they've done a lot of work on Solo. And I think since Solo has sort of lightened up as a character a bit and they've introduced Jacob Fatu, it's been more effective. So are they just ready to put that in the rear view and put it to bed? Or do they plan to keep that going in some way? And I don't know the answer to that.
I guess it all depends, right, on what happens with The Rock, right? Like, let's say he comes out. Let's say this is all part of this. How is Solo Sikoa and The Rock, how are they going to play a part in this? And I think a lot of people have been assuming that, The Rock is sort of going to be like this, I don't know, I don't want to say mentor. I don't think that's the right word, but like the person calling the shots with Solo Sikoa, right?
Puppet master.
Yeah, puppet master, whatever you want to call that. He's the mastermind behind all of this, right? Behind Solo Sikoa and everything that he's been doing. So I feel like there has to be some correlation there. But even so, though, once The Rock comes into the picture, Solo Sikoa is going to be like pretty much casted aside. Even if he's a part of the picture, he's going to be casted aside. Because like even when you think about like this year's WrestleMania, right? It was Roman versus Cody. When The Rock came in, it started to feel like even once they had officially said, okay, it is going to be Roman versus Cody, even when we knew that was going to be it, it still felt like Roman Reigns, even Roman Reigns himself was sort of casted to the side because The Rock was the one who took that spotlight. If The Rock can take the spotlight from Roman Reigns even just a little bit, he'll definitely take it from Solo Sikoa. So I'm looking at this as like, I don't necessarily think that they're going to put it to bed, like you said, put it to rest. But it's the spotlight's not going to be on Solo Sikoa anymore in regards to Solo and Roman. But I don't think that's going to hurt Solo because, you want to see Solo work with other people as well.
You don't think you don't want to see Solo main event one of the nights of WrestleMania?
Oh, no, no. Robin, you're crazy. You're crazy. Even if it was a tag team match, the only way I can see Solo Sikoa main eventing WrestleMania is if he was tag teaming with The Rock. And then I would feel like The Rock wouldn't necessarily be like, let me have somebody else in my tag team partner.
No, I'm just kidding around a little bit. Give him some credit. I mean, it's been a minute now. Really, he took over right after WrestleMania, right? So you're talking about April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, almost a full year that Solo Sikoa has been one of the pillars of the company and everything that they're telling their story with. So I do believe we will look back fondly on Solo Sikoa in that sense of him doing the job, him filling his role appropriately and filling that role in the meantime. But I do think on Netflix, on Raw, we need to head towards the next chapter, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we got Kevin Zwicker here who says Tiffany versus Nia Jax at the Rumble confirmed ? We could definitely see a rematch there. So I could see that happening. I think you might be spot on with that, Kevin. Is there anybody else that we would see them go into Tiffany versus whoever else at the Royal Rumble? Kind of feels like it could be Nia Jax because everybody else you're going to want to see in the Rumble.
And it was set up too well, with the whole double cross. I mean, it was the natural match to make. And I think just like I thought Naomi was a good contrast of styles, I obviously think Tiffany Stratton will be so with some animosity involved.
Yes. Brandon Rosen here says, did we just see the first hint of an alliance between Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens? Yes, we did. So that gets us into the opening segment of SmackDown. Cody Rhodes comes out. He cuts a promo. He's talking about how he's not medically cleared because of Kevin Owens and what he did to him. But then we get a surprise from Drew McIntyre. I was not expecting Drew McIntyre to be the one to come out and confront Cody Rhodes here. And he basically goes out there and, to the shock of everybody, gives Cody Rhodes a hug. And you're like, what? Why is he giving him a hug? And instantly I started thinking, like, does he pity Cody Rhodes in some sort of way? Like, is that what he's going to get at? And Drew basically says, I'm here to help you. I'm here to have your back and tell you to watch your back. that all led to Kevin Owens coming out and attacking Cody Rhodes from behind. So yes, Drew McIntyre was essentially in cahoots with Kevin Owens, and that was sort of a surprise in a way, but not really, because they both have these like firecracker anger management type of characters going on right now. They're both angry and pissed off at WWE and pretty much everybody in it, especially anybody who's associated with Roman Reigns. But still, I was not expecting Drew and Kevin Owens tonight to be like in this, to be on the same side of things. But this was great.
I wasn't expecting it, but it makes sense. They're kindred spirits. I've compared them on this show many times as to how I felt like they followed the same sort of path of, you know, they were the good guy and they were screwed over, or they felt they were screwed over enough times in their own mind that they felt that they were justified to take the matters into their own hands, which of course turned them heel. So they're their own version of that. Of course, they're different performers, but it's a similar narrative overall for both Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. So it would make sense that they would see eye to eye in how they're viewing the WWE.
Yeah, 100%. So now I'm wondering like what else goes on from there. But I liked this, man. And I like that we kind of kicked off I liked how we kicked off SmackDown today, because it was unexpected to see Drew McIntyre, unexpected to see Drew and Cody, and even just like the promo word, like between both of them, it was very good, especially because like you do have those similarities between Cody and Drew McIntyre in the sense that both were guys that were part of the WWE, had to leave, reinvent themselves outside of WWE, and then came back to the company and found success. And that's kind of how I always see Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes alike in that manner. So kind of seeing what they've become in the last couple of years has been very cool to see. And I mean, then we had the Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens brawl. And even though that's not something new, I feel like anytime you have a brawl, it's kind of a electric way to get the night started.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And the whole like I'm hugging you and then watch your back. Didn't they both say watch your back?
I think Cody Rhodes basically told him like, I'm not gonna trust you. Like, I don't trust you at all.
But I think Drew McIntyre said watch your back, and I think Kevin Owens said that at a different point too. So it's kind of like a similar catchphrase, if you will, for whatever their alliance is going to be.
Sleep with one eye open, both Cody, KO, Drew, and pretty much anybody.
Like
Yeah, seriously. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, hey, Robin and Denise, that have our guest on Monday Night Review. Would you like to be my guest Mondays to review? Thank you, Denise, for inspiring me. Oh my gosh, that is so nice, Anthony. Wait, I'm confused. Are you asking for one of us to be your guest on a review? Sorry, I'm a little bit confused, but I think that's the question that you're asking, Anthony. Please clarify in the comments. You don't have to send another super chat, but I just want to make sure that I understand your question before I answer. So thank you so much, Anthony. We got Sleaze Boy here who says, if you can pick one or two female wrestlers to get a stunner from Stone Cold Steve Austin and an RKO from Randy Orton, who would it be?
One or two female wrestlers. Oh, he's putting us in a box.
Okay.
He's making me advocate for male on female violence.
I like intergender wrestling. I think that intergender wrestling, when done right, can be okay. Just for the sake of answering the question,
Rhea Ripley.
I was thinking Rhea Ripley too, but I don't know. I would hate to see Rhea Ripley take a stunner. So I'm gonna have to go with an RKO for whatever reason. I think it should be somebody like that could be like doing some like aerial maneuvers, right? Like something off the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like Tiffany Stratton. I don't know. Maybe because she's on the mind today. And then Stone Cold Stunner, I think it should be on somebody that is like a big time heel. Who would that be? I don't really know.
So I'm saying stunner for Nia Jax and RKO for Rhea Ripley.
I'll steal your answer. For Nia Jax one. All right. Thank you so much, Sleaze Boy. We got Sarah here who says, thank you, Denise, for all that you do. The DWO has really helped me. And today was hard putting my uncle to rest, and I lost it with the military service. Sarah, I was thinking about you over the holiday weekend. I was actually thinking about a lot of people because a lot of people have been opening up and sharing their stories. And it was I don't know, but it was definitely something that I was thinking about like the last couple of days, and I was sending you some love, sending your family some love. And the nice thing is that you did get the military service for the funeral. So that's always, they pay tribute to the person's life in a very nice way. And that's always something nice when you see the person you love have a tribute that is, respectful and just justifies the life that they had. So Sarah, sending you some love always and forever. We got Terrence Johnson here who says, does Drew and Kevin remind you of Adam Page? In a way, yeah, in a way. I mean, just a bunch of angry men, right, Robin?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of, that there's only so many different ways you can do righteous anger or whatever you call it, frustration that boils over into righteous anger, or whatever they feel is righteous anger. But I feel like they're all different in their own ways, and I think Drew and Kevin are very different in their own ways too. Even if they're it's like a Venn diagram, right? There's a part of it that aligns, but you got your own separate sections as well.
I have to read this one from Don the Visionary because he says Soul Ruka. I can see Soul Ruka like trying to do the Soul Snatcher on Randy, but then Randy does an RKO. Or like even she tries to Soul Snatch Stone Cold and Stone Cold gets her in a stunner. Soul Ruka is probably a really great answer. VG Time also gives Chelsea Green stunner. She crossed my mind because she has like that silly character. So something like that. But yeah, that's funny. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got Sleaze Boy also who says I would pick Bailey to get a stunner from Stone Cold during an episode of Ding Dong Hello. I miss heel Bailey. Yeah, she was definitely fun. Shout out to Bailey, man. Someone that a lot of fans love and respect Bailey, including myself, of course. Okay, he said I was asking Robin to be my guest. I'm a big fan of Robin. Robin.
Well, there you go. So I think I am committed in one to Kevin's show on Monday, but I'll also do your show as well. We'll figure it out. Okay, so Denise will connect me, and I will grant your request in the way that I can based on my schedule. Thank you for the kind words. I will make it happen in some way, shape, or form.
Thank you so much, Anthony. We appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into like a speed round of kind of everything else that went down through the show. I just want to highlight some of these points. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Andrade. Robin, for me, I was looking at this. This was a non-title match. I'm sorry. I wanted to see Andrade get a victory here because if it's a non-title and he would have defeated him, that would have maybe given us a reason for a rematch. Okay, great. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to defend the title against LA Knight next week. And personally, I think that LA Knight needs to get the title back. That's where I'm not interested right now in Shinsuke Nakamura as champion. I wasn't interested when it happened at the show. I was at Saturday night's main event. Yeah, I wasn't interested then. So I definitely want LA Knight to get his title back, but also I do think Andrade should have won today, especially since it was non-title.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think you can bring Shinsuke Nakamura back, have him take the title from LA Knight, and then not make him look strong. That's the whole point of that, is to make Shinsuke Nakamura look strong and re-solidify him. Whether you agree with that direction for Shinsuke Nakamura is another thing. You could say he should go away, he shouldn't be a part of it. But if your plan was to have him come back and take the title, and then your plan is to have him go against LA Knight again for the title, he has to look strong in the meantime. Otherwise, you're wasting what you did with him against LA Knight in the first place.
I mean, let's be real. It wasn't rocking anyone's boat, Robin. Like, it was literally like a terrible match and a like flat ending when that happened. So it hasn't been great. So that's why I'm looking at that and I'm going, I don't care about this. Like, let's just fix what we messed up and get it back to the way it was. And I'm tired of seeing Andrade always job out. I know Andrade is an incredible wrestler, and that's where my frustration comes from, because I'm looking at that. I'm like, Andrade is so freaking good. How many people know this? Of course, a lot of people know it because of the matches he had with Carmelo Hayes. But why does it always got to be like, this is the person that got to be constantly losing? I don't know. I just want to see something different.
But people said the same thing about Shinsuke Nakamura. And I'm not saying which side is correct.
He's already sort of mellowed out. I think he's already kind of gotten slotted where you already know what to expect from Shinsuke Nakamura, and we're not going to get anything new. We're going to get the same thing we've been getting the last several years.
I don't disagree, but I'm saying everybody has some version of that, right? Like where it's somebody is sitting there saying this guy's not getting their opportunity, or this guy is better than they've been booked, or whatever the case may be. And some of that's subjective as to who's actually correct in that sense.
Why do you think this match was really good? Andrade was in it. He was like the one like moving at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Why? Andrade was in it.
No, I mean, look, and
am I wrong?
Yeah,
am I being too blunt?
No, I don't think you're being too blunt, but I also don't feel like I feel like he's gone or anything, or he can't be turned around on it.
Of course not. Yeah,
Shinsuke Nakamura lost the last 100 matches before he came back
he did.
with this thing against LA Knight, right? So it doesn't take all that much. Just takes a hot angle, a hot feud, a hot match, something to turn things around. I don't think, given the direction they went, and again, you can disagree with the direction they went, but given the direction they went, it would have been the wrong move for Andrade to win, in my opinion.
I think he should have won because it was non-title, and I think that they should have given a reason to I just think they should have given a reason for us to like really say, okay, you know what? Maybe we can do something here. Like they could have done Shinsuke versus, like they could have held back on the LA Knight match. They didn't have to do it next week. They could have run back Shinsuke and Andrade next week, and then Shinsuke could have gotten his win next week. And then after that, they could have done the Shinsuke LA Knight match. I think they could have actually pushed this. But that's just me. All right, we got Neo Detroit here who says The Rock in LA for the Golden Globe Sunday night. The venue is 26-minute drive away from the Intuit Dome. He's going to be on the Raw debut. I really hope so. I put out my Raw predictions video. If any of you guys want to check it out, it's up right now here on the channel. I'm predicting that The Rock will be there. I feel like he has to. It's just such a big show. I can't imagine him not being part of it. Right, Robin?
Yeah, they promote him too much in that. It's too big an event for WWE. Again, The Rock came back at the end of that show, at the end of the PLE, not for no reason. Like, they teased something. He didn't say anything. It was cryptic. It was building towards something. What is something? Well, Raw on Netflix is damn sure something. They've used him in all the promotional material. You say things like the location. Obviously, we know how big it is for the company. I'd be borderline stunned if The Rock is not on Netflix. I don't know how much his schedule will be dedicated to WWE after that, how many matches there will be, if there will be even a match or a series of appearances or what it is, but I'm certainly betting on him being there come Monday.
Thank you so much, Neo Detroit. All right, let's go ahead and get into Michin defeating Piper Niven. A fun matchup here. I think the prediction that I kind of felt from this is that Michin is going to be the one to take the belt off of Chelsea Green. I don't think many of us are expecting Chelsea Green to hold the belt for too long. I have a feeling Michin is taking it off of her.
Well, you know, that makes sense too, considering the way that they built up the tournament and how that worked out and how it would be a way to sort of elevate both at the same time. I think Chelsea Green already has been a success, winning that championship, cutting her little promo that she had last week. I think she bragged about the ratings about that today. So, you know, there's good things going with that women's division. It is really deep, and those championships were very much needed. That's my main takeaway is you needed that secondary belt because there was too much talent to be working with just a couple.
Yeah, for reals. All right, we got the DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus the Motor City Machine Guns. This unfortunately ends in a no contest for the WWE Tag Team titles because we end up getting Pretty Deadly runs out there. We get Los Garzas going after Pretty Deadly. It's just been a mess with the tag team division. Everybody's beefing with everybody. Everybody's snitching on everybody. And so this was actually a fun matchup that almost saw the Motor City Machine Guns get the win back for a second. I thought they were when they had them when they both had them in submissions, when they had DIY locked in submissions. But then you could see Pretty Deadly coming from behind. So you knew something fishy or finicky was going to go down in the end, and it did. So this was what it was. But one of the things that you mentioned earlier, Robin, and I do agree that I've noticed the exact same thing, is that now with the 3-hour show, they do have more time to focus on the tag team division. Like we got 2 backstage segments, if I remember correctly, for the tag team division today, maybe 3. And then we also got a vignette video for the Motor City Machine Guns. And then I think we might have, did we get one for DIY today too? Or I don't remember if we did or if we didn't, but the point is they did a lot more with the tag team division in terms of like building their characters and building the feuds behind this, backstage as well as in the ring.
Well, yeah, I think the match got a little more time. I think Motor City Machine Guns got some more moves off in this one. Same with DIY. I think more tag teams were involved. Obviously, there was a bunch going on simultaneously, a lot of chaos. Again, I think Pretty Deadly felt like, okay, they're maybe planning to do something with them rather than them being a joke from now on. You continue the feud with DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns because the Guns feel like they were screwed there at the end. So a lot of things balanced at once, and I think a little bit of foreshadowing that more will be done with the tag team division, and some of the bit players will get a bit more to chew on.
I think that's important too, because that was one of the things that I felt was lacking a whole lot in the actual SmackDown show, was the fact that we didn't care about the tag teams. Like, remember when we would be like, oh yeah, these people are just presented as just wrestlers, which is obviously not a shot, but it's also like, you got to have a little bit more juice than that, right? So I feel like at least now they're taking the time and we're being a little bit more like, I remember we went such a long time without even seeing Pretty Deadly like really do anything on the show. And so I'm happy that they're getting more time, because I do think Pretty Deadly has the potential to be like one of the best tag teams character-wise and wrestling-wise on SmackDown. So there you guys have it, guys. That was SmackDown here. We got a super chat from Anthony Giuliano who says, just followed you on Twitter, Robin. Is that a great way to contact you? By the way, Denise, I love your channel and will continue to support you always. Thank you so much, Anthony. Appreciate that. Robin?
Yeah, slide in the DMs, dude. I'll get back to you.
I love it. Slide into the DMs, everybody. Matches that are scheduled for next week, by the way. It's a United States Championship match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight, as I mentioned. And I believe that's all that they announced for next week, right? I think that's it. Yeah,
so much of the focus is on Raw. It's hard to think about next week's SmackDown like in the immediate aftermath, because you know that they've got this big event coming up in just a couple of days.
Yeah, it's so wild. I'm going to be at the show. I'm very, very excited. I think it's going to be a really, really like, everyone's kind of saying this sort of feels like a PLE, and it really does. I'm expecting a whole lot from this Monday Night Raw, so I'm excited. I'll be posting content here on the channel, so please make sure that you guys subscribe. Robin, please tell the people where they can find you, where they can support you, and all of that.
Sure. The Robin Lundberg channel over on YouTube, Women's Fast Break on SI covering women's basketball. Raj-Talk, that's my son's channel. His goal is to surpass me in followers. And one little quick anecdote, you know, the Cody Rhodes and John Cena rumors, right? It's so funny because they're the baby faces. And I was in the car and I was telling Raj, and Rohan was with us. Rohan's the big Solo Sikoa fan. And I said, who do you want to win? And Rohan goes, I want both John Cena and Cody Rhodes to win.
Aww. He's like, go sports, go wrestling, both these guys. That's so cute. Does he know the both these guys chant? You should tell him.
No, I have to learn it. Yeah.
That's so cute. It's so cute. Everybody watching, this was a shorter version of our SmackDown post shows. Please let me know what you guys think, because I want to kind of trim down the time for the post shows. However, I want to get your guys' feedback on that. So in the comments section, please let me know how you feel about these more bite-sized SmackDown reviews, especially coming off of a 3-hour show. So let us know in the comments section below. Please do not forget to subscribe, check out the content, give some love to Robin, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone.
Yeet.